20 years of smashing alien creeps. And saving the planet, Liam's done. He's craving that sweet, lazy retirement. But nope, day one of freedom. Boom, he wakes up powerless in the past. Dude cracks his peepers open and realizes his deluxe pad is gone. He's stuck in that crusty old dorm room from 20 years back. Freaking out, he snatches his phone. The date, absolute freezer burn. It read 2080, no way. He chucks the phone at the wall. You gotta be kidding me. Like, seriously, why? Literally yesterday he started living the dream. Now he's rebooted pre-knee-shattering disaster. Monsters, pre-hero, status. He's screaming, totally losing it. Then, glint check, something's shiny. His wrist is rocking that rare watch from his buddy John Cho. Cue flashback. John claiming it's some legendary mage relic from Byron. Is this bling the culprit? Liam wonders. He did eyeball it hard before crashing last night. Bet, that's why he got Suddenly, bam, door pounding. Some angry dude is yelling about the racket. It's the landlord's annoying kid. You know the party animal who loves loud karaoke and booze? Dude struts around like a king. Even tries, shaking Liam down for cash before he's up. Door opens. Dude's salty about the wait. Liam just grins, sizing him up. Bully's rockin' a pricey monster leather jacket. Whines that the noise is wrecking his mental vibe. Fakes being nice, says he'll bounce if Liam forks over that rare watch. Yeah, Liam's not having that. Swats the hand, then slap right across the face. Instant nosebleed. Grabs his melon and introduces it to his knee. Years of torment flash by. Sweet payback, even if it's light. Liam lets him go. Time to dip. Back in 2018, a construction fail ruined his knee forever. But right now, knee's pristine. Second chances rule. Game face on. 20 years of mana control makes adapting a breeze. But his muscles are noodles, and he's starving. Looks around place as a construction zone. Perfect time for a sneaky gate to open unnoticed. Monsters pop out, surprising everyone. Total carnage. Porto spawns, right there. People are screaming and booking it. Bloody dog beast bursts out, fangs bared, ready to chow down. Chaos everywhere. Little girls trapped by wolves, crying for dad. Liam dashes in, grabs her, and acts as a human shield. Tells her to scram, grabs a hammer, and prepares to brawl. One punch sends a wolf yelping. Another tries a sneak attack, but he uppercuts that beast away. He fights hard, eating a wolf, but hunger pangs ruin his combo. He cracks a joke like, "You guys look tasty," recalling past life snacks. Wolves freeze, totally spooked. Young body is weak, but his knees are fresh. Speed mode on, dodges, bamax, kick. But the swarm keeps coming. Hammers too slow. He uses the watch, like brass knuckles. Wham! Wolf barely blinks. Wait, this watch is actually Opus. Okay then. Scans the room. 10 wolves left to go. Cops show up just in time. Phew, saved. But his jacket got ripped. Oog, seriously. Guy asks his name to send cash for saving everyone. Lynn's like, jobless and just got powers today. Guy grabs his number. Lynn bounces. Gotta run. Busy life. Guy wants an interview, but poof, he's gone. Crowd goes wild, whispering about the new Ope kid. Finds beef soup later. Tastes like heaven. Phone blows up. His fight is viral in 2080. It's been 2 years since portals became a thing. Supers are the new cops now. Guilds rule. They want muscle. Lynn knows the drill. He knows lots of heroes turn into villains later. Monster defense plans. It gets messy. The 6 great disasters are already starting. With future cheats, the plan is retire in 3 years. A chill, safe retirement. No drama. Won't waste round 2. He just vibes in his seat. Text pinging like crazy. He digs the rhythm. Amid the noise, a guy walks up. You Lynn? Lynn nods. It's Kim Gilson, Big Shot Guild manager. Kim saw the fight vid and totally geeked out. Wants to make an offer, ASA, hoping Lynn is free agent. Then, a lady walks in. You the monster basher. From the clip, she asks. Seeing him, she thinks he's a total snack. Warriors Guild dude shows up too. Says the hype is real. More recruiters swarm the table. Fight nearly breaks out over who gets him. Lynn shouts, zip it. One more word, and I reject everyone. Keep your cash. Let's move. Boom. They warp to a new spot. I'm short on time. I say. So, what's the prize? What's the bonus for signing my soul away? Kim gets shady, saying the details are top secret. I tune out the boring pitch and focus on my cake. I ask you with that Big Shot family guild. Kim flexes their short history. I tell him it's a hard pass. He looks confused. Wait, seriously, why? I roast his management and predict a merger soon. I yawn. Next. Who's making an offer? Suddenly, a kid screams, "We'll pay 1 billion won." It turns into a chaos auction, everyone yelling numbers. I sip tea like a boss, waiting for the Black Dog Guild. Thinking back to my past life running with that crew. Then boom, 2 billion won, plus perks and loot rights. It's that lady from the White House, Guild again. They're the new kids on the block. But in 3 years, they'll be top 3. No cap, guess that's why she's thirsty. I kick the others out. Drop your cards and bounce. I tell them, alone now? She admits she binged my fight video. She starts hyping up my crazy skills, noting I was a total nobody just yesterday. Kinda impressed she did her homework so smoothly. She thinks I'm a genius, or have some cheat codes. Says her guild wants to help me level up. Scanning the paper, thinking how in my past life, I'd never dream of a deal this sweet. I ask to add rules. She watches me scribble. She gasps. You joking? I'm like, dead serious. My terms, a 4-day work week and a hard clock out time, plus passing on long missions. She gets salty, thinking I'm trolling. I don't budge. She pauses. Where's this confidence coming from? Trust me, I say, you won't regret it. She stands up. I'll think about it and text you. Asks if I want booze next time. I ghost the question. Poker face is key. She doesn't know I know her dad. I get up. Time to get my superhuman license. I roll up to the Disaster Management Center, hit the support desk and say, sign me up. Desk girl says the boss is out and she's a total noob. I tell her I'm in a huge rush. Can you help? She agrees to call the boss. Someone better pick up. I need this done, ASAP. She calls. Guy here, to register, then asks my specs. Lynn's like, nah, just pure beefcake. No fancy tricks. Total fib, but nobody buys into magic these days, anyway. So unless he goes full wizard mode, his secret is safe. And he's keeping it low-key. Alright? She says, muscle test first. They hit the gym room. Pick that up, she orders. Lynn yanks it up one-handed, like it's styrofoam. She's shook. That's 200 kilos. My bad, you're a beast. She hands him a temporary hero pass. We'll ping ya when the big boss is free. Lynn throws up a peace sign and dips. Then Huang-Wu, the head honcho, rolls up. Lynn's like, nope, bye. That dude is practically a walking red flag, vowing to ghost this place forever. Rue asks, newbie? Yup, the girl nods. That cutie I told you about. Rue clocks him. Cut to the grungy toxic zone. Ghost town, 'cause of monsters. But the Gaia Gate's gonna change that. A legit fantasy realm of magic and loot. Hitting Korea in 1 year flat. Exclusive spawn point right here. Lynn's buying the whole lot. Gonna blow his bonus here and get filthy rich. Time to handle biz and grind some mobs. Suddenly, screaming, get lost or get wrecked. Some girl's voice, warning peeps to back off. Wait, that's Gaia speak. Lynn bolts toward the noise. Pops his stealth skill to fade into the background. Old school moves for spy games and taking out trash. Not his vibe anymore. He wonders if someone's hunting her. Gotta investigate. He spots a girl cornered by 3 grown dudes. She yells, tries to cast a fireball, and fizzles out. The creeps laugh. We'd pay for that magic trick. Poor guy, a refugee, ran straight into the wrong crowd. Guy bribes her with grub. Then, Lynn spies, attack. Red Serpent crew. Total bad news. Traffickers. Gross. Lynn drops stealth since his mana's low. No cops around. Guess it's hero time. Whips out a blade and tags the first guy from behind. Takes out the other 2. Instantly, Gigi girl is shook. He spins around G from Gaia. He asks. She gasps at the language. Grumbly, you like BB? He grins. Later, she thanks him. I owe you big time. She swears. Lynn's just curious. How much chow can you put away? Good thing he bought pork. She looks totally lost though. Switching topics. Did you hop through a dimension gate? She clams up, dodging the question completely. He grills her on her hometown, but she's not spilling the tea. Lynn grills her for deets. Even her age, but she's total intel failure? They stare down until she breaks and begs for a save. She spills the tea. She's totally clueless about this zone. Can't talk to anyone, and her battery is at 1%. She admits she's a fire starter, but her aim is trash. Lynn's like, not a nanny, kid. Give me a reason to care. Still, he caves. You got 1 month, tops. I'll school you on the lingo and the basics. But you're on maid duty, chores, errands, the works. She flips out. Wait for real? I can stay. Lynn's regretting this. She goes, I'm leaving. Let's be back. That name rings a bell, but his brain is buffering. Then it clicks. Lely ... The Pyro Kid. Oh snap, the beast who torches half the nation in 10 years. Fire hair, fire powers. Subtlety isn't her thing. Yup, Lily, the fire witch from Gaia. Major red flag. One of the 6 the puzzle pieces finally fit. This shrimp is the witch's mini-me. Lore says, baddies raised her as a doomsday weapon. Now he thinks, maybe I can stop a catastrophe before it starts. Later, they hit the food market. Whipping up something special tonight. Lynn brags. He hits a stall. Yo, got any Predator F? Portals caused a food shortage, pushing folks to Montina. Now there's too much Predator F and 0 buyers. ... Cause nobody knows it's packed with sweet mana. Stuff is basically survival juice. Lily's puppy eyes score them bonus scraps. You need threads, Lin says. Pick something. She points at a cute fit. He ignores her. Tracksuit it is. Better for dumpster diving, he reasons. He buys a stack of the same ugly suit. At home, Lin serves his mana special. Lily gags. We're actually eating this sludge. It's healthy. Chill. She sniffs. Okay, smells decent. Lin breaks out his gum stash early. She chomps a drumstick and goes sparkly anime mode. Yum, I'm on an all-chicken diet now. She yells. Finish the rest or it goes in the soup. Lin warns. Lin tries the soup. Huh. Not poisoned. Internally, he's dying. If he hadn't respawned, he'd be dining 5-star right now. Ooh, total bummer. Lily whines her tongue is dead. But Lin tells her to quit yapping. Food's gone. So Lin orders, dishes done, while he chills with a book. He basically hangs a giant do not disturb sign in the air. Then he zones out, diving deep into his mind. See meditation. It's a total cheat code for boosting his magic and control stats. He used this before, but now his mana is skyrocketing way faster. Back then, stuffing his face never gave him buffs like this. Guess a balanced diet was the secret ingredient all along. His core swallows rich food plus training equals totally overpowered soon. After a bit, he tries to quit, but his belly starts growling like a beast. Lily hears it and teases him with chicken. He just grins awkwardly. Stuck eating nasty soup again. Lily screams she absolutely loathes it. 2 days fly by, and Lin is shocked at his crazy leveling speed. Feeling buff enough for treasure hunting, he jumps when his phone buzzes. It's Beck, throwing shade cause he didn't hit her up first. She acts dramatic, wondering if he even gives a hoot about her. Lin, who totally forgot the guild existed, lies about being He asks about the deal, but Beck goes quiet. Trouble in paradise. She admits he's right, saying she couldn't charm the boss into agreeing to terms. Bass wants proof of skill first. Lin figures they're testing him for real. Beck says sorry, calling the whole situation totally bogus. She offers to fix it later, but Lin says, game on, with one rule. Lin shows up at the White House Guild base with Lily in tow. Beck asks about the kid, so Lin lies that Lily is his half-sis from overseas who barely speaks the language. He claims random drama means she's stuck with him for now. Meanwhile, Lily is stunned by how gorgeous Beck looks and asks in her own language who the pretty lady is. Lin shrugs, calling her the lady who pays the bills. Since money buys chicken, Lily decides Beck is basically a saint. Beck tells Lin the guild doesn't snoop into personal drama. Suddenly, the big boss, Chang-Su, walks in to say hi. He claims they meant to visit him, but got caught up with work. Lin chirps back, treating the meeting like a school field trip. Chang brings up the double pay if I win clause and asks if he's set. Out of nowhere, huge, heavy energy floods the whole room. The boss asks if Lin is actually worth all that cash. Lin sees the guy looks wimpy, but is leaking insane amounts of mana. Lin figures out a beast is a beast, whatever the look, but he won't back down. He blasts his own mana, bubbles up, and says, watch me work. Impressed, the boss tells Beck to rewrite the deal right now. They don't just double it, they triple the cash and add a sweet bonus. Score. Lin pockets 20 billion won. If he aces this, wait, wasn't the first offer just 2 billion? Major upgrade? Boss man has serious mood swings. I'm ready, let's roll. Next stop. The White House's secret basement gym. Rules are simple. Beat 3 guild members. Pass the test. Since we aren't trying to actually murder anyone, keep it clean. First up, Jungyo. Kid looks young, but he is already big league material. Bake is dying to know what gear Lin is gonna rock. Lin just points at his wrist. Watch is plenty. Jung gets salty. Sleepyhead thinks the clock beats me. Whatever. The bell rings. Game on. Jung zooms around like Sonic. Lin is confused at the blur. Oh, right? The magazine article? This guy is all speed. Don't stop moving. And the turbo boost keeps climbing. Gotta shut him down before he goes full ghost mode. While Jung does laps, the crowd sweats. Bake looks worried. Speedster goes for the flashy finisher with his blade. Rookie mistake. Drop your guard. Get wrecked. Lin sees it. Bam. One clean intercept, and the runner eats dirt. Too fast for his own good. His momentum backfired hard. Lin does a victory lap, while the judges drop their jaws. Who's next? Lin asks casually. Bus is totally impressed. Lin checks the code kid, but Chang-Su waves it off. He'll live. Medics are on it. A couple days of napping, and he'll be fresh as new. Boss likes that. Lin pulled his punch. Good stuff. Lin is thinking, does he actually buy that act? If I didn't hold back, that kid's head would be in orbit. Anyway, that is 6 billion. One in the bank already. Contract logic is sweet. He eyes the leftovers. Let's make this part fun. Chang catches the smirk. What are you plotting? Face drops. A pro always controls the board. Lin says. Round 2 takes place in a fake jungle setup. Bake breaks it down. 2 groups, 6 teams, 5 guys each. Up next, Yan Dom. big shot leader of Team 6. Dude is the main tank here. They call him the Bull. Bull wants a brawl. Lin suddenly remembers. This guy is one of the creeps giving off killer vibes. Ding! Lin rushes in, aiming straight for the mug. But the big guy's shield eats the hit. No dice. Bull swings a heavy counter. Lin barely slips past it. Lin dashes behind him. Falcon's claws. Sneak attack. Got the tank thinking, is this kid a martial arts pro? Yonder tries to slash him, but Lin's like, missed me, and hits back, shoves the dude away with a massive Iron Mountain check. Yonder goes flying. Lin's impressed the guy is built like a tank. Yonder admits the kid is actually pretty Lin tried to chill, but Yonder is forcing him to show off. Yonder's like, yo, join my squad. We'd be unstoppable. Lin shoots back. Who died and made you boss? Winner takes all, says Yonder. Chief nods along. So Lin bets it all. I beat the bull. I'm the captain. He announces he's gonna build his own rebel crew and pick his own homies. The chief's down, but throws in a gnarly catch. If he flops, half the loot and double the contract time. Lin signs anyway. Yonder asks if he's delusional. Lin flips the script, asking why the bull is sweating. Batch so much. Says he's just being greedy. Tells Yonder winning doesn't give him a pass to be a jerk. Predicts Yonder's gonna crash, burn, and get kicked out. Yonder Tootle loses his marbles. Goes full beast mode, getting huge and scary. He charges. Lin claps back with a lightning fist. Yells, better block that with your shield, bro. Yonder listens, but the shield gets totally wrecked. Chief and Bake are shook. The rookie actually crushed the bull. Lin flops down. Man, securing the bag is a grind. He feels totally wiped out. Can't believe one zap drained his battery so fast. Meditates to reboot, cause the next fight is gonna be wild. Bake gives props and makes him Team 7's boss. Lin grins. That win just snagged him another $1 billion. Figures he's ready to solo all 20 dudes. Now, Chief steps up and goes, surprise, I'm the final boss. Chief admits he didn't think the kid could handle Yonder. Smirks and says, guess I gotta deal with you myself. Lin gets major bad vibes about fighting the big cheese. Suddenly, he quits. Chief's jaw hits the floor. What? Trying to bribe him, Chief offers $12 billion for 5 minutes. Plus $3 billion extra. Lin says, nope, I'm running on fumes. Dude. Bake jumps in. Yo, Chief. Sign the papers. Lin signs, loving how sweet the perks are. Let's make some magic happen, he says. Beck asks about hiring plans. Slow roll, he says. Asking about signing other players. Beck says, you're the boss. Wondering who Lin's gonna pick? Lin hints at grabbing a total pro who's flying solo, making Lily guess it's totally her. Lin dares Lily to blast the biggest fire she can. She whines about starvation, so Leanne bribes her with 3 chickens. Hype she runs over, reminds him of the deal, then spawns a huge fireball. It's way bigger than she is. Blake shook, wondering if the little sis is OP. Leanne nods and says he's drafting her right now. Lily's fire doesn't torch a single thing nearby. Insane control. Lean's impressed since he barely trained her before. Though folks called her a disaster for zilch, he starts talking contract cash. He's ready to offer $3 billion, but Lily cuts in, obsessed with the chicken. Deal sealed. She joins the squad for $1.5 billion. The guild owns this massive crib with gyms, plus dorms and staff running the ops. Walking? Blake asks. Leanne digs their fancy gear. He shrugs. Looks retro compared to the future. They hit up another spot. Here, Leanne actually looks impressed. Blake says it's the gear workshop. He promises custom builds in a week. Leanne says he'll just grab a few things. He grabs some stock blades for now. He asks if the test is done. Blake nods. Yep, first day vibes. Just meet the chief, then you're free. Suddenly, the chief runs over with bad news. Teams are busy. We're in a jam. Sorry, but can you take a mission? Leanne sighs, wanting to leave early. He asks for info, then warps to the crisis. A portal 10 meters up spits huge slugs. People are stuck in green slime. Leanne sees most monsters are trapped. He asks if he's needed. We need samples. Need samples of the new mobs. Task. Bag 3. Slugs. Keep them intact. He knows folks will hate these things. Nasty slugs that pop and stink bad. Lily gags, begging for a mana nose plug. Wanna learn? He asks, warning her. It takes practice to master it. Lily flexes that she's already finished, leaving him shook. Her nose went numb. She aced the trick before he could even speak. Total prodigy. Lin tells Lily to chill while he hunts the Saw Nico fail hard. These things go boom, if you even look at him with magic, but basic hits do zilch. It's a total glitch. Lin locks in, spots a slug and just eats it off the branch. Thing tried to bite back, so he slapped it into a dizzy spin. Spun it so fast, the poor guy passed out cold. Bagged the loot. Everyone's staring like he's the main character. Lily begs for the tutorial. He trolls, asking for 100 billion. She shuts him down, screaming, that much cash buys a literal mountain of chickenoogie. Lin just slows and says the grind is over. Drops the loot off. Beck is totally shook he finished early. Says he can dip, but she's wondering how a noob did this good. Asks if he's sweating buckets or has any questions. Lin's like, chill fam, I got this. The squad cleared most of the mess before he even spawned in. Suddenly, 3 dudes pull up. One's rocking a red fit. Clocks Lin as the new hire. Says the grapevine mentioned a newbie. Peeping the rank badge on his shoulder. Mocks his rank. Asks if the guild is desperate enough to hire new. Then tries to snoop on Lin's skill tree. Jock steps up. Turns out he's Lin's toxic ex. Lin skips the chat. Tells him to quit. Jock whines that the exploding slugs made farming impossible. Lin offers the cheat codes. Jock immediately says, nope. Now Jock is super salty. Lin isn't bowing down to him. Warrior Guild leader steps in. Tells Jock to check his attitude. Meanwhile, another captain from the top guild slides in. Telling Lin to play nice with the squad. Says they'll meet often, so he'd better be a team player. But Beck yells at Lin not to fold, threatening to report them. Lin's seen this same drama a million times. Knows if he says no, they'll just jump him for the loot. So he just eats the bag over to them. Tells them to take the W. They go to grab it, but Lin sits on it. Come take it then. They're totally confused by the plot twist. Captain tries to yap, while Jock screams that Lin is trolling. Lin signals Lily to light the whole server on fire. She asks, burn the dudes too. Lin's like, nah, too much drama. He's not trying to catch a case today. Jock loses his cool, screaming he's gonna school in on respect. Suddenly, the portal glitches and pukes out a massive slug. Total chaos erupts as everyone books it out of there. As the slime ball loses out, some hero tells Lin to back off. Lin just grabs Lily and the loot, sprinting for the ride. Meanwhile, the NOOBS try to go one-on-one with the slug. It grabs M, and they shriek about chopping off the feelers. Beck hypes Lin up, saying one hit steals the prize. Chill, he says. Those losers don't stand a chance. So the heroes keep failing hard against the beast. They yell about acid snot, while Jock orders the tanks to retreat and snipe from afar. This thing is way scarier than the garden snails from before. Lily rolls her eyes, asking if they're just gonna AFK and watch. Lin shrugs, waiting for the civilians to clear out first. Some wimp from Blackhound Guild tries to bail out hard. Acid slime wrecked their gear, forcing a retreat. Terrified of becoming slug food, one begs for a ride, but they tell him to use his own powers. The tentacles snag Val, knocking him out of the game. It's about to snack on him while he screams bloody murder. Lin watches, wondering if Wang's crew is actually totally fake. Zero hesitation. He cuts the tentacle and shields the guy. Lin looks at Wang. Dude, you're using your powers wrong. If he actually wants to learn how to play the game, he better hit up Lin after this raid. Lin gives the nod, and Lily blasts the heat. The other supers jaw drop at the crazy firepower. Beck screams to chill, saying backup lands in 5 minutes. He says wait and team up, but Lin has other plans. Since backup is close, Lin wants all the XP and loot. Now, Beck notes the fire is blocking the camera drones, so they gotta move or they'll miss the shot. But Beck drops it, actually worried Lin might get squashed. Lin smirks, promising to crush the boss and come back safe. This beast is nasty, straight out of the monster manual. He knows memorizing the wiki is key for survival. Fire is its kryptonite. Once isolated, it gets super laggy. He charges in, yelling for Lily to cover his back. Those tentacles respawn fast, so he needs her assist. Lin circles the blob, waiting to signal Lily. She toasts the tentacles, and Lin cheers. Keep roasting. Sure enough, the coward turtle's up in its shell. Book says, losing limbs makes it lock the portal tight. Lily slides up, like yo, beast is turtling. Lin points at the ride, raiding the stash. Shell's totally OP, so he's gotta hit the glitches. Grabs a spike, goes ham on the armor. Asterisk, bonk bonk bonk. The squad just stares, totally clueless about his play. Wang's brain blasting over Lin's skill hacks. Val's sussing the method. Camera pans back. Still pounding spikes. Setting up the finisher. Setup complete. Time to ult the bull. Unleashes C-Mine combo speed blitz punch. Zap hits it and fries himself like bacon. Sparks fly, cracking that shell open wide. Lin faceplants, twitching. Out of stamina, Lily sprints over. You good, bruh? Did you toast yourself? He groans. It's a buff. Swear. Thinks the boss is finally down for the count. Drop the shield. Nah, keep the lag up a sec. We grinded for this loot. We keeping it all. Says this. Creeps. Flesh is a steer soup. They start bagging. Lily's thinking snail nugs, but Lin says, it's perfect for a Monoregan feast. Loot secure. Lin decides they're maxed out. Then his phone blows up. Team decap. Bang, heard the T. says they're rushing over ASAP. He's like, chill, hold up, don't enter till I drop the wall. One item left. Bang doubts the duo can solo the slug. Stress and Lin's gonna burn out on day one. Lin grabs the last drop. Kill the fire. Wall drops. Teams shook. Boss, you fragged it. Went all in. Lin says, just pure RNG. So, ain't buying it? Can't compute. How Lin clutched what they failed. You handle the mess. Bang. Got you. Go rest. Bang says, hit HQ if you're wrecked. Lin flashbacks to Bakestret. Get hurt equals big trouble. Time to nap. Fast forward, boom. It's night. Lily's whining for food and bed. Good job, Lin says. Stuff your face. Stoked, Lily eyes the mountain of meat. Is this real life? Let's raid snails again. Lin sips his brew. Curses happily. This is the vibe right here. Lily spots him going totally feral whenever he chows down. Then bam, she yells that swear word. Lin freezes, realizing he's got to filter his mouth around the kid. He nags her, saying that word, trash, and bans it. Lily's lost. Why can you say it? He doubles down. She's totally banned from that talk. She roasts him. You swear every time you eat chicken. That Grand Saichi is draining his battery. He's dreading the post-party vibe check, knowing the skill is basically a panic. Butt in, he curbs the booze, but checks his notifications. He spots missed calls from Beck. He dials. She rages instantly. Wrecked. He claims his muscles are total. Jelly from the grind, so he's been crashing. Beck feels bad, asking if he's surviving. He says he's rebooting and asks, what's the tea? She's drafting a squad and wants his hot take. He nods, needs aim gods, healers, and a mod for chatter from HQ plus admins for the boring paper stuff. Knowing squad goals matter, he lets her pick the lineup. Hype in her. Radar for people. She lolls and agrees. She hired him? After all, she'll call later. He's down. He's totally hyped to recruit this superhuman guy. Wayne Guro, from Black Dog, telling Bake to hit him up later. Lin calls Chief Yang, who forces a 3-day vacay on him. Lin claims he's just tired, but Yang knows Beck spilled the tea. Yang bans him from missions until the whole squad links up. Thinking it over, Lin figures. Chilling is fine. Young said to rest and ditch to stress. When Young hits up Lin later about the guilds, future, hinting he should join the brawl once he heals. Lin zones out, asks if Lily's hungry, then tells boss he's napping. Lily bursts in, all hyped, asking if chicken is on the menu. Lin's like, nah, I whipped up something way tastier. Unlike that junk, this is premium goods, enriched with snail heart. He claims it's a super healthy magic paste called Mana Blue. He serves the funky snail soup, swearing it's actually good for her. Lily, still stuffed from yesterday's chicken binge beside. Lin shrugs, then digs in, making loud yum noises. His massive enjoyment gives Lily serious He teases about eating hers, but she snatches the spoon. One bite, and she's shook, screaming about how epic it tastes. Lin chuckles, telling her to quit being so dramatic. Plenty of other tasty grub out there. Still stunned, she jokes she can't trust his food logic anymore. He drops the bomb. Dinner is fried pork belly tonight. She asks, what kind? Lin flexes, the kind pricier than chicken. Lily vibes with that. Saying this, grub makes life worth it. Lin wonders where she got the drama, then explains, to keep feasting, she's gotta balance her nutrients. He suggests a treasure hunt once that first gate pops open. The leftover monsters staked out their own turf. An orcs built a tribe guarding a shiny dimensional relic. They pull up to Orcland, and Lin, peeping through spies the loot stashed inside a stone statue. Some other squad had snagged this treasure before, but Lin's stealing it first. He counts roughly 200 orcs, even though his bod is fixed thanks to the core crystal. Soloing that mob is straight up suicide. He goes for stealth, telling Lily to start a fire on his queue. What queue? He says. Far torch dies, you burn the entrance. He warns her. If you miss the signal, forget the loot. Lin creeps forward ninja style, with Lily tailing him. He bets they're invisible unless a boss monster shows up. As he sneaks up on the statue, clocks 10 orcs guarding it and knows he can wreck 'em solo. Blade out, he spots the boss, a massive, mutant orc freak. That beast wrecked the last squad. Solo, total nightmare fuel. Lin sticks to the game plan, yeeting a rock at the torch. Lights out. Lily gets the hint. Orcs quiet down. Boss starts yelling. Perfect distraction for Lin. He winds up to smash the statue, but gets jump scared by a sneaky orc behind him. Didn't see that coming? Gross. The thing literally sniffed him out. It's way too OP. Lin bails, sprinting through fire and mobs. Lin knows his disguise is total trash. So, he drops the magic. Pointless, anyway. Lily asks if he's busted. Lin screams, leg it girl, go. They book it to some creepy ruins to catch a breath. Short run, but they're totally winded. Cardio checks failed. Lily looks around. Hey, I passed this cave before. She says some super weird creeps tried to snatch her, so she had to bolt. Lin figures it's the Serpent Clan. Must be their hideout. Bold spot near orcs. Lin gives her props for noticing. Sensing loot, Lin says, let's crash their place. Lily gets cold feet. Hide in the bushes, zip it, and call if it hits the fan. Lin whispered, go in Sala. He flipped on camo mode and sneaked inside. Place was crawling with guards. Total buzz. Red Serpent wasn't playing small. But why set up shop here? Spotted some masked creeps doing sketchy stuff near the orcs. Then he clocked one guy. ... Messing with white dust. Yikes. Serpent powder. No way. Alien plant drugs. Classic illegal trade nonsense. So many folks got hooked. ... Lost their minds and croaked while cops did nothing. The badges totally failed to shut this circus down. How'd this secret base stay off the radar? Serious stealth points. Boss, men yelled. Faster, or you're toast by tomorrow. Lin did the math. 100 goons, 30 cooks, great odds. Spied 50 kilos, product, can't guess the price, but it's def worth trillions. Manager whined about demand spiking and supplies tanking. Worker died yesterday, slowed us down, he grumbled. Sorry, he added, we're picking guys who, ... double quotes, ... can drop dead without wrecking the flow. Charming. Lin gagged. These dudes were actual garbage. Click, lights out. Cue total panic mode. I can't see, they screamed. Fix the lights, idiot. Then someone noticed the stash was gone. Invisible Lin breezed through the dark, box in hand. No one saw him, but footprints gave him away outside. Lily asked, you done? Lin smirked. Just starting? Run? They're coming. Get set to bail. Pronto, he ordered. Lily grinned. Fun, and grabbed for the loot. Nope. Dangerous, Lin snapped. Stay put. Moments later, the Red Serpent crew showed up. Busted. Hunters are here. Hi, Lin yelled, dodging bullets with the box. He laughed as they missed every single shot. Terrible aim. Reached the orc den. Hey, I know those ugly mugs? Bus orc roared. The serpent guys looked totally freaked. Lily, chuck the box. Harg, Lin shouted. The gang stared in. Shock. Is she crazy? Orcs were just confused. One goon said, kill the monsters, grab the drugs, then get Lin. Perfect exit cue. Lin went invisible again. Then it was orcs versus gang fight night. Serpent guys blasted away, trying not to get squashed. But there's a bulletproof mutant roaming out there. Realizing it's strong, they decide to drop the gray-haired guy first. The mutant charges and instantly flattens a guy. Savage. Watching from safety, Lily whines. When's this over? I'm starving. Lin tells her to chill. Sometimes you gotta sit back and watch the show. It'll be over soon. He thinks about cleaning up the mess. The mutant destroys everyone. Roars like he owns the place. But then, total plot twist. Since the orc kindly cleared out, trash. Lin steps in and one-shots the boss. KO. Without their leader, the rest will run around like chickens. Lin wastes 0 time and smashes the statue with a hammer. Bingo! He grabs the Guardian's bracelet inside. It burns mana to heal you and buff your stats. Sweet. Plus, a shield spell that's way stronger if you have a pair. It resizes to fit him and instantly refills his empty mana bar. Lily eyes it. Is that treasure? Yup, Lin says, waving her over. He snaps the second one on her wrist. She's totally confused. He explains it's got an invisible shield spell. She turns bright red. Wait, we're matching now? Zip it, Lin says. You need it 'cause you're squishy. Plus, it lets him track her if she gets into trouble. Snag the boss's hide for loot. Gonna make sick armor. Lin's like, no food, yet. Gotta hit the cave first. Lily's all why though. And Lin says, tell you later. He tells her to just torch the whole place. We eatin' after? She asks. He promises some tasty grub. Lily grins, lighting the village up while screaming for a feast. Lin stares. A hangry Lily is terrifying. At the cave, snakes shoot. But we're chill. Lin flexes the shield bling, saying, if Lily gets gud, she can spam it freely. Lily goes, attack mode, and chucks the shield. Lin's shook. Okay, not bad. Last dude begs, don't kill me. I'll spill it all. Lin yawns, just show me the loot. Safe. Hour later, they bail. Nice base. Too bad it's toast. Got cash and some sweet rare drops. Done booming everything yet? He asks Lily. She thinks some baddies Nah, Lin says. Nowhere to run. Like 35 goons represent the leftovers. Won't kill him, but ain't freeing him either. Calls a guy rice ball and tells him to move. Dude asks why. So Lin smacks him. Shh, you look like a snack. Tells Lily to cage him. Surrender. Losers. At the post, the goons. Wine, you gonna let us go? Zip it, Lin snaps. Or I'll beat sense into you. Crime is bad. Finally, the Red Serpent gang decides to give up. Guards freak out at the crowd in the secret lab. Lin figures the cops will grab M, and they'll try to blame him. Hopefully nobody listens to M. Lin thinks about hitting up Titan Kim. Allies are key. Plus, Lily crushed it, so she deserves a feast. Lily gets to the tent, flops down, and yells, "Feed meat." Suryo's lost while she keeps begging for snacks. Lily gets all pouty. Lin promised, chicken level yum, but this smells weird. Lin passes stuff to Suryo, who gets it instantly. He whips up to pork bellies, garlic, and olives, lettuce wrap, sesame sauce. One bite wonder. Lily takes a bite and literally ascends, screaming the food is bomb. Lin sees her losing it and tells her to chew before yapping. She realizes the more she chomps, the more fire it tastes. 4 days later, Lin starts prepping for the real heavy lifting. Meanwhile, he blows his guild cash on the lot next to his tent. The seller's shook by the price, asking if 10,000 PO is for real. Lin just shrugs, saying you never know what crazy stuff's coming, so it pays to stay ready for the drama. Suryo, dragged along for his skills, starts throwing up a log cabin. He swears to cook, clean, and build for 3 years since Lin gave him a redo. He is hyped to live straight now and vows to grind hard. Lin's like, cool, just don't slack off. Lily is drooling, totally vibing with Suryo's cooking skills. Just so Suryo doesn't dip, Lin nerfs his fighting by hitting pressure points. Suryo can't fix it, so he is stuck under Lin's thumb. Plan is to work him for 3 years, pay him out, and bounce. Over at the White House Guild HQ, Beck says she is temping for the 7th squad. Since Lin is a noob, she insists he needs a pro to babysit him. Lin asks if she is actually gonna swap herself out later, and Beck is like, yeah, I'm swamped. She says, the real work starts tomorrow, so read up on this junk now. While skimming the docs, Lin spots a rule banning him from taking gigs that take forever. Beck explains the gate-smashing order came straight from the feds. 4 guilds are in, and the government guesses the cleanup takes 3 days, tops. 7th team got that slot alone, but Lin knows those stats are sus. Monster gates come in 2 flavors. Some shut once the beasts bail, which is pretty chill. But Type B gates stay open forever, like a 24/7 diner. For those you gotta go in, wreck the monsters, and smash the core. Lin peeps the location. It is the infamous labyrinth of fallen spirits. Before his time travel, he used to teach how nasty this place was. If he had gone on that mission back then, he would be totally toast. Beck mentions some guild beef and asks if Lin wants to bail. Lin refuses, saying the 7th team has got this on lock. Beck tells him to keep his cool, no matter how crazy it gets. Lin is like, yeah. Then he asks if she thinks he is gonna throw a fit or something. She laughs it off. In the car, Lin thinks he needs a tank to bust in. Getting Wang Ho is on hold, cause of some fee drama, so Lin has to go grab him himself. They arrive, and the driver bows, telling Lin to stay safe. Lin waves it off, like no need for that, but thanks him for the lift. The driver smirks, like he totally gets it. Bake's like, wow, Lin's actually acting decent right now. Lin hates the nice guy act though. Honest people make him cringe. So he'd rather hang with savage cutthroats like his old Blackhound crew. Pulling up to the spot, Lin's squad bumps into Kim Hoon from Blackhound. Wang Ho and Kappan Jung Son are flanking him. Lin daps Kim up. Kim Zaw heard the legends. Bro, table time. Kim asks if they really want Wang Ho, admitting the dude's got skills. But since Kim's the guild master's sketchy cousin, Lin expects a crazy price tag to cancel the deal. Bake nods, acting like she gets their vibe. She starts saying $5 billion, but he cuts her off real rudely. Wang Ho just re-upped his deal today. Price is $10 billion. Now, Bake's jaw drops. Kim shrugs. Pay up, and he's yours. Total jerk move. Lin smells the bait. Guy's definitely recording this for clout. Lin stands up. We're out. Bake. He knows the Union Chief's daughter just got played like a fiddle. Kim fake pouts, pointing out Wang Ho's bored face. Then he mocks them about some expired cake. So petty. Lin snaps and decks Kim right in the kisser. Knives out. The Lin goes, rethink that, brothers. He mocks their vibe, asking if they can really beat Young Soo. Boss. Now, they wanted smoke? He'll give him a bonfire. Bake's like, whoa, too much. But she's smirking. Liam thinks he's loving this. Lily's like, why hit the cake, dude? Liam's chill, don't stress, just no stranger snacks. He swears he'll fix her meals. Screw their expired excuses. Lily's fine, so they're totally lying. Liam steps to Angus. Chat later. Angus is shook. Boom. Scary vibes fill the room. Liam figures it's giant Jindaman King. Total ode. Bake sweats. You called, boss says, explain. He plays dumb, but he totally saw the light. Liam's like, yeah, that was me. He wants to explain, but kicks the randoms out first. Jin nods, taking the blame. Respect, kid. Liam tells Lily, bounce back to base. Lily grins. Can I torch this dump first? Liam panics. No. Chill with the fire, play with fire, lose your chicken privileges. Alone, Liam asks. What's the play? Jin likes his brain. Wanna work for me? Liam blinks. Switch teams. The fee's insane. Jin goes, nah, don't leave. He says, stay at the White House but spill a tea. Basically, be a spy. Jin talks big cash. Read the contract. Yup, Liam goes, and if I bail? Jin smiles cold. You'll pay for today. Push me. Lose an arm. Or two. Outside, Chansu yells, free Liam. He's strapped. 10 seconds, or I bust in. Liam pops up behind him. What's the noise? Chansu jumps. Bake said you were napped. Nah, Liam says. I apologized. We good. My sincerity was just that good, he jokes. Inside, Jin was like, join or die. But first, Liam dropped a bomb. I know about you and the Jin raged. How do you know that? Want it secret? Liam asked. Let's deal. First off, Liam demands Angus be freed for $0. He slides over a hush money number, scribbled on a note for Jin. Pre-time travel tea. Jin had a decades-long fling with his bro's wife. They got busted, and the bro and wife tragically ended it all. Jin was wrecked and quit the biz. Liam knows Jin will do anything to keep that skeleton in the closet. Chansu says Jin's a snake and won't let them slide easily. Beck agrees, saying he should just be glad it didn't go south. Meanwhile, Liam peeps. Lily's super quiet. He pats her head. You good? He tells her, not every drama needs a quick fix. Lily's just like, I'm starving. Bake washes him. He notes the vibe is off. Thinks Lily's in shock. Liam asks, you down for chicken tonight? He gets it, they came for him, not just guild business. Joining the White House, total big brain move. Later on, Warren and Liam link up. Warren says sorry about yesterday. Claims his boss begged for a renewal. Liam cuts in. Have a seat, man. He says yesterday's drama is done. You're our tank now. Liam's like, call me commander. Liam knows Warren's orphan past made him icy, getting him bullied at Black Dog. Old timeline. Warren croaked when the first disaster hit. Warren's baffled. Why'd a pro like Liam pick a scrub tank like him? Liam just shrugs. Cause I need ya. Warren starts babbling, but Liam cuts him off. Zip it. Gilman, the moving fortress. In 10 years, that dude's a legend. He's a stone-cold expert. Just like Warren, Liam recalls the rocky messes Gilman made as a kid. Checking Warren out, Liam is totally positive that his stone skills beat Gil. He bets that in 6 months, Warren rules as the top soul tank. Warren's shook. No way, dude. You're kidding. You say you're trash? Fine. I'm gifting you skills. Warren gasps. The guy's actually tearing up. Kalpoa bursts in. Orders up. Liam grins. Perfect timing. It's some gnarly soup made of monster bits and guts. Liam orders 3 bowls each. No skipping, cause they gotta prep for a 4-day haunted maze run. 2 days later, Liam's brawling a white lion beast on a hunt. He yells at Warren. Yo tank, quit shaking and man up. Hug that beast and freeze it solid. Liam barks. 2 days of 3 nasty soups and 5 rock skin drills daily. He's totally unprepared. But Warren grabs the beast anyway. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Liam begs him to hang tough for just 1 minute, swearing if he flops, he's eating 6 bowls of gross monster soup. Warren hates that slop, so he fights hard to finish the job. Stone skills get buffed, the more they break. So Liam decides to push Warren past his max level. He tells Lily she's up. No way. She grunts. I'm sick of nasty food. Liam promises fried chicken for dinner if she helps out. Hype for chicken, Lily screams at Warren to move so he doesn't go splat. She blasts the monster with fire. GG. Warren watches, totally blown away by her power. Liam asks why. The nickname Tank? You started it. She sassily replies. Liam hits up the dispatcher for fresh monster updates. He knows 8 white tigers spawned 20 minutes ago. Gotta find a fresh one to snag a sample. Barcia spots only 1 target, moving at 7 o'clock, but the Warriors Guild is closer to it. Bummer. Liam checks the gap. We're 2 clicks out. They're only 1. Liam's fired up. I'm sprinting for it. He tells the squad to catch up and puts Lily on babysitting duty. Then he bolts after the monster, moving super fast. His training and weird diet boosted his stats, almost to his peak. Zooming past Ariel, he shouts, the tiger is mine, bro. The guild guy is totally shook. The rivals had spells, ready to steal the kill and the loot. Lin busts out the crescent moon shadow move. He jumps the mob and lands a 1-hit. The rivals stand there, jaws on the floor. Lin radios mission complete, leaving the dispatches stunned. Map says he just got there. Whatever, any more targets? 1 more to the south, she replies, but the squad already wrecked that one too. Lily asks if he cooked it right. Chicken time tonight. Lin nods. We can still grab a sample from it. Dispatchia says, all monsters cleared out. Gates, toast, area safe. Lin confirms they're wrapping up. A blue-haired medic dude walks up. Need a hand? Lin laughs. Nah, Lily just needs a sink. That's Ian Kian, boss of the meta crew. Another guy says their hunt video looks sick. That's camera-led Liam Kian. It looks straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. Leo Kian tells Lin to budge so he can pack up the gear. Beck grabbed the 3 Kian brothers for Team 7 support. Lin knows these dudes are going to be huge deals soon. How'd Beck snag such a killer squad? He tells the brothers, sorry, I forgot your names, but ... You'll get fat bonuses and rest. Just watch my team. The brothers are stoked. Liam records the vibe for proof. A bit later, Lin's driver goes, you're a hit with the crew. Boss, Lin chills. I just watch vibes closely. Since ... I used to follow orders blindly in my past life. Got sick of it and quit. Don't want my squad feeling that. At White House HQ, Beck says Lin talks smooth. For a you lived before? She teases. He ignores it. Focus. Beck shows a list of gear. Your custom stuff arrives in 2 days. Stoked. Lin high-fives her speed. Scrolling the list, he spots a potential teammate. Beck sighs. Hard to track him with just a name. But I found a vid of his craft gear online. Lin nods. I'm in. Yongshin Jang, Korea's top crafter. Where's he at? Layla yells. Don't forget for chickens and huge fries. Deal? Lin says, but only if you nailed the lesson. Stepping into the barbershop, Lin notices the toy stash. My kid builds M, the lady at the counter beams. Lily flops on the couch, totally over it. Chill out, Lin tells her. Lil spots cool loot. Lin yells, hands off the scared she'd wreck it. But she grabs a toy. Look, my fave cheek. My son made that. The woman smiles and says Lily can keep it. Sorry, Lin sighs. She's a handful. She laughs. No biggie. Really? We got heaps. Lin asks, how old is he? Aiden's has savant syndrome, she explains. Rare stuff. Means he's a genius at specific things. But zero social skills, hates chatting. Leo totally gets the picture. Can't rush this hero, gotta be chill and natural. Step 1. Become a regular here. Mom says he's likely crafting out back right now. Leo worries. They're wrecking his flow. Nah, she says. He zones out. Sees nothing. Still, they're loud. If he's super, he hears it all. Leo thinks, time to test that theory? Out of nowhere, Aiden pops out, asking his mom if she's good. She's shook he never just wanders out on his own like that. Leo clocks it instantly. Aiden sensed her. Dude is definitely superhuman. Lily catches the vibe and jumps right into action. She rushes Aiden, flashing the chicken toy. You make this. It's a darbs. How? Aiden, looking totally lost, mumbles, no biggie. Even with her janky Korean, Lily hypes the toy up as legendary. Leo notes her fried chicken obsession is actually useful for once. Aiden admits he crafts tons of stuff. Want to see the rest? Lily's pumped. Mom's floored he never chats this much. Leo feels weird, but figures Aiden might actually dig. Whatever, the hero figures, it's cool. Hey, they bagged a genius, making billion-dollar gear score. Next day, Aiden's guild official and stitching up battle fits. Couple days later, Leo confesses that Uruk leather is fire. He asks Lily, digging the new look. She's like, comfy, cool, and it's got pizza and chicken prints. Wade wants in, but Leo shuts him down. Not yet, bro. Leo grinded hard in 0 time. Beck says, support is prepped. Let's roll, she tells him. Grinning, she grills Leo on his hair. High maintenance cut. Leo realizes why that barber shop is always empty. It's her fault. At the gate, Beck goes ballistic on a guy letting others cut line. Guy claims the queue changed, and heroes were gonna be late. Anyway, Beck snaps. Says who? Seems like 4 guilds are crashing this party together. Leo chills everyone out. Mission hasn't changed. We stick to the plan. Beck gripes that there's probably 0 loot left by now. She says sorry for slacking on the prep work. Leo hypes her up. Maybe the real treasure is deeper inside. Leo notes, the place is cleared out. 2 hours in, they're still lost. The twins are riding shotgun too. Leo meant to ditch them, but the window closed. Originally, this maze was just per rank difficulty, but after failing to close it, the danger level spiked hard. Leo snaps to attention. Stop. Everybody, bail. Now. He vibes something close. Tells Wade, guard the wheels. This spirit maze is infamous, turns folks into straight-up zombies. The twins spot something creepy and freak out. Total confusion. Lin checks the figures. Yo, look at those raggedy clothes. Bet they're Red Shark Guild members. Zombie bait. Now, those fangs are gnarly enough to rip armor like paper. Lin figures the sharks got chomped while slacking off. Luckily, it's a small mob. He tells Wang, show us your moves. Wang freezes up, totally spooked. Scratch means game over. Lin shoves him. Don't be a wuss, Wang. Wang braces up and starts throwing hands. Lin spies his rock moves are way tighter now. Don't kill him, Lin yells. Wang panics. Then what? Improvise. Wang starts bashing him with stone fists. lands a hit and cheers like a winner. Lily yawns. Can't I just torch him? No, they're guildies, not randoms. Can't does. Lin checks the crew. Twin goes. Got it on tape. Perfect blackmail material. Lin nods. Other twins, like suits, are ready. Boss guy brings the cure. Lin gave him earlier. Key stuff for this dungeon. Lin scans the scene. Those red shark supports. Def moves prove it. Lin starts coing zombies. Solo, one neck, chop each. Nice work, team, he says. Line him up, he tells Wong. The anti-zombie potion he brought is clutch. Bite means 10 minutes till symptoms hit. 30 minutes, boom, mindless zombie drone. He reckons it's been over 30 already. So cure, or not, their brains are mushy for a bit. Back off, Lin says. Need to focus. Walks up. I saved you. Now you owe me. Lin's a pro, he knows. Talented folks just gotta focus to level up. But surviving gets harder. So guys like Lin gotta multi-skill hard. That's why past life Lin hopped dimensions like a total tourist. From Gomerum to the underworld, then straight to Byronland. He's alive cause he learned wicked magic and fighting moves there. One trick he picked up. Mind controlling dumb critters. Super handy. Facing the zombies. Lin's like, yo, you guys are on my squad. Shockingly, they're actually totally down for it. Since they're cool, Lin says, hunt those zombie bees and listen up. Then Wong shows up rocking a bug and troll outfit. Looking dead tired, he says he totally bagged the queen, but a swarm's got him surrounded. Lin tells Lily to torch it all, promising snacks after. Can't say no to food? So, Lily happily does exactly that. A twins shook, the red sharks helped, asking if the boss did weird stuff to convince him. Lin shakes his head, saying, they just swapped favors. He says, the bug suits are ready, so let's roll. Then boom, he yells at everyone to freeze. Feeling vibes, a squad of superhumans pops up nearby. Lily clocks him as the snail crew. She's already mine. Lin hopes they'll be chill and thank him for the peace offering. Things are going way smoother than expected. Day 4, in the dungeon. Atuan says monsters raided the pantry and ate all the snacks. Lin checks the mess and figures. Based on the tracks, the creeps are definitely close. He whistles for Lily to rally their rescue pet army for a brawl. Glad to see she's loving her reptile queen moment. The floor is now a carpet of toxic red rats. Gross. Lin is feeling pretty hype. Prep paid off and vibes are good. But he can't chill just yet. The big boss baddies are still hiding out. Suddenly, something zooms through the cave. A demon mirror Batmid boss. Alert. Lin yells for everyone to gear up for a fight. Fast. Ditch the rides. Lin tells Wang to push. The mind-controlled sharks are immune to illusions. This freak brainwashes anyone who peeps its mirror into a mindless fan. Lin warns the squad to stay super sharp and yells at Wang not to look, but the chicken turns around and panics. Lin and Lily totally roast him for that. Lin orders a firewall to block the bat and tells everyone to fall back to kilometers. He says he'll scout for info and catch up later. Lin whistles, and the minions scatter. Leah Lee asks if she should torch it all, but Lin says ease up on the flames. Lin goes invisible to hunt the bat solo. Spotted, he tosses a knife but totally whiffs it. He realizes this thing flies like a glitchy mosquito, hard to hit. He decides to watch from afar, then heads back. The twins ask if he's hurt. Lin says he's good and explains the plan. No time to lose. Batface is still circling. Support team retreats and confirms the traps are set. Lin gives them props and tells the squad to get ready to rumble. The bat unleashes its minions to mob the team. Lin jumps in, swinging, but the bat dodges him. He calls Lily to roast it, but the beast jukes every fireball. The bat taunts them and gets cocky for a split second. Lin sees his shot. He traps it, jumps off Lily's fire platform, and lands a mega kick. Decapitation. He claims the mirror as loot. Next stop, a super mysterious gate. Lin says this is it, but tells them to stay frosty. Lily asks, how long is Scaredy Katwang staying frozen? Lin's like, until the boss dies, or he'll get brainwashed again. Cut to a new spot. A spooky hooded figure pops up. It's a skeleton in a cloak with freaky blue fire eyes. Spirit Hunter. Lin whistles, and the whole mob rushes the room. Spirit Hunters, Shookus Wong steps up, grinning like a maniac. He hugs the dude, yelling that hugs are always the vibe. Hunter swings at him, but Wong blocks it instantly. Fast reef. Chill Wong roasts the hate, dodging another hit like a total boss. Lin peeps from the back, quietly watching. Wong's shaky, but actually crushing it way harder than expected. Lin thinks this is the exact moment Wong prepped for. Realizing it's trapped, the hunter lights up floor runes. Magic time. It's a soul link spell designed to turn anyone nearby into brainless zombies, spreading control everywhere. Lin just smirks. Zero stress. He knows it's gonna flop hard. The goons are fine, just pushing ahead. Hunter looks around, totally confused. The spell flopped. Why? Lin's hack, using that beaten demon's power. mere bat, plus a trick, kept his minions in a low-key trance. So that magic trick, totally useless on them. Link failed. Suddenly, the hunter can't even lift its sword. Spinning in panic, it finds Wang grabbing the blade, locking it down. Wang grins, sarcastically calling the hunter his totally chill. Lin signals Lee it's finally her turn to wreck shop. He recalls the hunter's other skill, demon summoning. Lin watches, betting it's monkey magic. He smiles already, got a fix for that. Lily totally jumps the gun. Zero chill. She blasts the spirit hunter with a massive firewall. Laughing, she jokes about having BBQ chicken if the place burns down. The ghost guy looks completely shook. Lin high-feezer, you handle the monkey squad. Ghost bro gets salty, yating his sword and weighing at the crew. Lin pauses, spots something weird, then shrugs it off. Not Lin's turn to throw hands yet. The goal, beat to level while barely trying. So he just vibes and watches, planning his move. His crew grinds down the boss for an hour. Lin stays chill. Boss guy starts rage. Lin's like, it's time. One loud whistle, and the squad bounces back instantly. Lin strolls up. Okay, breaks over. The spirit hunter screeches some total gibberish. Lin didn't catch the words, but definitely caught the vibe. Enemy calls him chicken. Lin claps back. Ice cold. Some of us aren't heroes, he says. We just survive. Flash. He uses the illusion mirror just to distract the guy. That split second is all Lin needed. Thunderfist smash. Armor cracks. And Lin spots something epic. Buried deep in the hunter's stash was one spirit stone. Shiny, rare, and way more cracked than any magic rock he'd ever seen. This wasn't just some participation trophy. It was a total miracle. Exactly why he raided this creepy maze. He leaned in, totally hyped, muttering about how epic this was gonna be. Lily hovered nearby, asking if the fighting was finally done. Lin stayed quiet, grinning at the rock like a creep. It wasn't just loot, it was his golden ticket to trigger the big transformation. If it worked, he'd be the ultimate vessel for mastering the arts. But Lin wasn't just chasing gains and power levels. He just wanted to stay young and hot, way past retirement age. With 3 years till freedom, this stone meant decades of partying. Lily eyed the glowy rock and asked if it was a snack. Lin said, nope, warning her she'd hurl if she took a bite. She crossed her arms, claiming he just wanted the forbidden candy for himself. Lin opened his mouth to roast her, but, poof, the spirit stone vanished right out of his hands. Shooky stared at the empty air where his miracle used to be. That gem was worth 1 million at auction. Gone. Clueless on why it glitched out. He noticed something weird. His watch died. Hands frozen. Wait, it was running on magic now, meaning the stone's juice was still active, just moved elsewhere. Suddenly, the scene shifted. Bye-bye dungeon. Hello real world. News anchors chatted about the 4 guilds teaming up to smash the gate. 10 days gone, and they were still ghosting everyone. Experts figured they were totally toast by now. Batch stood by the gate, looking stressed. Uncle rolled up, acting chill. He promised that the White House's second squad would bring Team 7 back in one piece. Don't sweat it, said Bang, the boss of Team 2. Batch sighed, noting everyone else had bailed on the rescue. She trusted them to clear an errand, but begged Bang to stay safe. Bang swore his crew was solid. Team 2 grouped up. Bang gave the signal to move out. Just as they prepped to enter, the gate glowed like crazy. Something was up. Bang yelled for everyone to get ready to brawl. Then, surprise, Team 7 just strolled right out. Lin led the pack. Bang's jaw basically hit the floor. Batch gasped and tackled Lin with a hug. He froze, totally lost. Yo chill, I got a kid on my back, he protested. Let go. Batch ignored him, demanding to know why they were late. Lin gave a vague it's complicated answer, avoiding the details. He asked her to release him again, but she wouldn't budge. She squeezed tighter, admitting she'd been freaking out. Lin sighed, totally drained. Dude just wanted to go home. Big thanks to Team 7 for saving everyone's butts today. But wait, here's the tea on that mess. That gate was way sketchier than the gov admitted. Total death trap. Kabi says Leo is trending nationwide, like full-on hero worship. Leo, he thinks the hype is a total migraine. He asks if the sky leaked while he was done. Driver goes, nope, not a single cloud, bro. Figures Leo's asking because of that rainbow from 4 days back. Leo clocks it instantly. Not nature it is the first calamities alert. And oh boy, he knows exactly what drops next. Colors fade out. Last one goes poof. Apocalypse time. The night of 7 months. Spooky stuff. Portals pop up everywhere, spamming endless waves of uglies. Old Leo hid in a hole to survive. But new Leo, built different. He has got the disaster flame and is basically overpowered now. His spirit stone watch even morphs into a sweet iron gauntlet. Pause. Rewind the tape to earlier that same day. Lily is picking a fit but whining the waist squeezes too much. Since she plans to feast, Leo suggests a jumpsuit. Roomy, right? Lily shuts that down fast, says it look is totally not the vibe. Leo shrugs. What do you want from me? Joy gifted her that dress. She had zero fancy gear, and ditching it would be super rude. He suggests just rocking it and changing if she cannot breathe. Lily grins, calling him a total genius for that one. That night, post-dungeon, they throw a massive bash at the White House. Jinsu plays bouncer, greeting the squad at the door. He bear hugs Leah, yelling, "Knew you would not die on me." Beck hypes Lily up, saying that dress fits like a glove. Lily beams and thanks her for the awesome gift. Beck notices Lily's voice is leveling up every single day. Jang eavesdrops and asks Lily to dinner. Beck thinks it is sweet. They bounce early. Leo watches, seeing everyone actually happy. Totally different vibe from the toxic Black Dog Guild days. While Leo chills, Jinsu slides over with a drink in hand. He asks what Leo is chasing. Leo is confused at first. So, the tipsy boss asks what Gen Z dreams about lately. Leo keeps it 100. Retire rich, build a massive mansion, and host epic hangouts. John Wong and Ian are shook by the dream. Beck calls it beautiful. John agrees, saying the chill life sounds pretty lit. But Jinsu pushes it. Don't you want to get stronger? He almost offers personal training, but Beck cuts him off fast. Leo's original plan? Dodge all the future drama. But now, with his crew and power, he will just game the system. Later, the squad takes 5 in the danger zone. By a super clear lake. Sue's like, so pretty, and cannonballs in nature is a total mood booster. Leo yells, "Yo, let's take the week off and party." Beck walks over, asking for a back scratch. She's whining because she can't reach the itch. Leo trolls her, showing off his own reach. Do yoga? Beck does the puppy eyes, begging him. Leo just points at John and Ty. Ask him instead. Beck turns to the new guy. Wait, who are you again? Starstruck, he rushes over. I'm Kevin, aka Red Bean. You can call me that too, he stammers nervously. Becky shuts him down. Nice to meet ya, but we ain't there yet. Lin roasts him. Say that again. I'll nickname you Bruised Pie. Then he hollers at Chang. Race ya across the lake. Chang's down for it. First one to the other side gets bragging rights. Stone hits the water. They dive in. Chang zooms ahead. Dude's a superhuman speed demon. Lin expects a win, but then Chang hits the brakes. Trouble brewing? A massive octopus pops up. Chang's salty. Bro, you interrupting my race? He throws himself at the beast. Capio. Octoguy is dazed, but Chang keeps swinging. Lin's impressed. Chang is throwing hands with zero gear, and he's totally crushing it. Lin gives himself props for bringing him. That squid is toast. He checks on Chang, who nods, just glad Lin didn't get wrecked. He warns this zone is sketchy, and points out they drifted way too far. He says they gotta bounce, and drag this calamari back to the lab. Lin's down, but wants to scope the bottom first. Chang yells, don't miss lunch. Lin plunges deeper, shield up. Total ghost town. Zero monsters here, he bets. That Kren died for ruining his vibe. Hope nothing worse is down here. No clue how deep it goes, but the loot is definitely at the bottom. Going down, a weird green glow pops up. Bingo found exactly what he was hunting for. Sweet. He'll bring Lily later. To wait. Something's off. Huge yank downwards. Then his shield just snaps. Can't swim out. The grip is too tight. Panic mode on. Not good. He literally just promised he'd be right back. On shore, Jung hands Lily a drink. Chug it before Lin returns. Lin wakes up in some creepy cave. Groggy. He hears whispers. He's up. The little dudes are panicking, wondering what to do with him. Bad vibes pending. Lin wakes up groggy and trussed up. Flexes once. Snap. Too easy. The little critters, cringing. Panic. Scared. He'll squash. Lin plays nice. Chill guys. I don't bite. Wait. Noonam's Nice Fairies from Nostalgia. Lin used to lead tours there. He knows these sprites hang out. Buy crystal water. Super rare finds. They flip out. You know a spend in nostalgia? Speak fairy. Zero. Chill. Lin's head spins. He says, one at a time. Needs a scoop on why they're here. They spell lived chill until a glitch warped them to this dimension. They talk about how beasts sprawled and tentacle freaks snacked on their pals. Lin clicks. They mean the Kraken. That squid, he just turned to sushi. No sun plus predators equals total doom and gloom. Lin smirks. I evicted the baddies. Surface is clear. Sus. The no-no Veeb check in with their tails. Green glow. Legit. They go bonkers with joy. But Lin gets a headache from the noise. Zip it. Keep it down. He'll help him move. They scream. BFFs forever. Lin schemes. Snow theme park. Major profit. Sudden screech. Don't move. Trap ahead. Saved. Lin admits going solo would have been game over. Almost there. They want to intro their landlord, buddy. Lin sweats. Hard. White. Short. Sounds creepy. Shadows part. It's a golem. Definitely the bouncer. Slam. The exit locks. Tygulam scans him. Intruder. Delete. Lin's like, whoa. Thought we were cool. Snowdrop gasps as Rocky goes Transformer mode. Fight on. Lin blocks with the gauntlet but gets yeeted back. It regens health. Okay, major red flag. Retreat. Maybe bring the squad next time. Lin tries to bail, but blocks him. Snowblind. Stop. Lin's confused but pushes. He hits the rock. Let's chat with fists. Snowdrop cries. You heard him. Lin shrugs. Had to. Golem crumbles. Chest pops open, shiny key inside. No, Sabi. Traitor. Friends, don't kill friends. But Lin grins. It can be. He's back. Claims his bud young's got the revive skills. No new shook butt. Gets it, Lin's actually not lying. Still emotional. They nod. Lin dips into a fresh portal. Boom. Found it. The legendary juice of life. It's gold, shiny, and basically heals anything. OP stuff. Hyped. Lin sips. Immediate energy boost. Refreshing. This potion's a game. Literal lifesaver. 7-month crisis hits. Anu gets a drop. She's glowing. Whoa. Didn't expect that? Maybe water fairies react weird. I feel light, says but she shranked. Tiny. Weird size glitch. Later, gotta bounce right now. Grab the golem. No, let's roll. Lin commands. Going up, water's heating up. Big shiny light overhead. Surfaced. Sky's dark, but lit up like a concert. No, thinks it's the sun. Nope, it's just Lily. Floating, charging a huge fireball. Sleepwalking again? Lin looks up. Grins, she followed orders. Just way too explosively. Yo, Lily, douse that fire and get down here. He yells. Trying to nuke the lake or what? He asks. Seriously. Chungu screams. Where have you been? Dude. Panic mode. Lin realizes. 5 more minutes and it'd be disaster. It's chaotic out here, he tells Chung-Soo. Glad you're back. Lily almost evaporated the whole lake. Then Beck shows up. Wong runs up screaming. Chungu's like, stop looking. Jun tackles Lin with a hug. Where did you go? Snowdrop zooms out. About to ask a question. Monsters behind us. Chung-Soo yells. Lin, relax. Not bad guys, he says. They're actually on our team. I'll give the full story later. Promise. Lily faceplants into his chest, punching him. It's dinner time. You ghosted me. She complains. I skipped eating to find you. I was worried. She yells. Head pats. Sorry I'm late. But break time is over. Everyone goes back to their daily grind real quick. Time skip. Back to fighting mobs and saving locals. Orcs ahead. Lin gives Wang the kill command. Wang's daily to-do list. Eating 5 huge meals and intense workouts. Quest accepted. He's first in, leveling up insanely fast. With luck, Wang's gonna be MVP for the first disaster. Lin tells Wang, bro, ... done plenty. Fall back. Asks Lily, you ready? She nods. 1 SE. Lin owes her fries. Apparently, she brings it up while zapping creeps into straight up confetti. Orders followed. Boss, now pay up with that mega burger combo. Lin checks his watch. You lagged by 5 seconds. 1 item only. Loon tries to crash their dinner date. Wait, what's creeping behind Wang? Zero hesitation. He dashes to save Wang's bacon. A sneaky shadow goblin. Seriously. Lin yells a warning and demands deets. Wang was blabbing about food again. He says sorry, promising to eat healthy and grind XP. Lin gives him props for the hustle and notices his skills are finally cracked again. Just like the old days. Those shadow creeps are total noobs to him now. Plus, his mana pool is huge. If he keeps grinding, he'll be OP. Then, heads turn. A rainbow popped up, but Lily spots a glitch no red stripe. Lin wonders if that sky arc vanishes in 2 weeks. To survive the 7-month blackout, they need serious loot. Lin needs big guns for waves, a squad for the core, and a strategy to save the city. Healing, support, and keeping the supers recharged is super critical. Lin shoulders that burden while prepping the rest of the kit. Flashback time. Beck's talk and potion sales. Shipping starts this week. Lin gives the green light. Report any drama. ASAP. He asks about the food permits. Beck says, who cares? The healed heroes are queuing up automatically. She listed dish prices and flagged that portion sizes are locked. The price tags are steep, which she claims is actually a vibe. Beck asks if she nailed it. Lin just asks, how's Young? Rumor has it that Stone Golem is already walking. Beck's skeptical, but Jung says he's driving it. Lin hops in the car, saying, trust the guy. Beck's like, why the hype? Lin claims he just wants to take Lily to the zoo. Later, he checks a list of buddies from a retirement bash. Since he remixed the timeline, meeting them again isn't guaranteed. He pockets the file. Beck asks, anything else? Boss. She wants to clock more hours before her 1-week vacation. Out of nowhere, Lin asks the driver about his commute. About 1 hour. The driver says, Lin thinks that's a brutal trek. The driver shrugs it off like it's no biggie. Lin pushes how about moving near the guild H. The driver looks totally shook. Lin tells Beck, get him a pad big enough for the whole fam. Lin's treating, Beck smirks, thinking this guy is wonderfully weird. Driver's confused. Lin says it's just a hack for efficiency. He adds that he's loaded, so don't even try to say no. Driver's stunned, wondering if he's asleep or won the lotto. Lin thinks Shirkash is no longer a problem due to potions, but he can't buy everyone's safety. Still got work to do. Jump, cut, next spot. Sia hypes the squad for the big win. Lin tells him to have Lily roasts C for being stuck on chores. Crew rolls out, trekking through the woods. They spot Val staring down a rock. Lin shushes Lily fast. Dude's in the zone, let's bounce. Lin whispers. Val's grumbling. Too slow. This ain't gonna fly. Gotta level up or the boss will boot me. Lin cringes. Yikes. The kid's terrified of getting dumped. But hey, the grind is real. Lin lets him cook, and they fly off. Boom. Force field time, Lily shouts. Lin shook. Yo, when did you unlock that skill? Just winged it. She grins. Bet you can't do it. Lin's jaw drops. She's a total prodigy. They hit Lin's secret stash. Loot everywhere. Lily waves at no. All quiet. Yep. Lin orders. Keep eyes on the cave. No chug the speed potion. He's bullet fast now for S. Why are we here? Lily asks. Lin starts the loot tour. This mask? Instant Riz booster. Lin says. Makes you sound like a pro. And this robe? Major main character energy? Plus, glowy stick. Lin dons the robe. Lily slaps on the mask. Whoa! I sound weird, she squeaks. Showtime. Lin grins. Zap. Portal activated. Locals freeze. Did two dudes just spawn out of nowhere? Lin smirks. Perfect. We got an audience. Who down sup? I am Maximos, Maish of Gaia. Bad news. Folks, huge disaster. Incoming. Crowd's confused. What's he saying? Alien speak? Did he crawl out of a dungeon gate? Staff lights up. Chill. Translation spell. Let's try that intro again. Yeah, I am a... Listen up, new. Lily catches the vibe and pops a shield. They hop on. Lin yells, I bring warnings. Crowd gasps. Okay, definitely a wizard. See that rainbow? It's cursed. Actually, colors fade. Then boom, hell gates everywhere. Lily nods. Signal received. Monsters raining down. Zombies rising. Total chaos. You gotta listen. Team up or it's game over. Lin smiles. Hook, line, and sinker. Mask boosts the volume. Robe brings the clout. That staff's just glowing. But man, it gives him major main character vibes. A cop steps up. Like, so, how do we dodge this apocalypse? Leon shrugs. Can't stop it completely. Just gotta mitigate the damage. Take me to your leader, he says. Then I'll spill the tea. Cut to the blue house. Interrogation room vibes. Director Hawks. Like, never seen a weirdo like you before. I get the shock, Leon sighs, but I'm just here to save your butts. Seriously though, take me to the king. Hawk frowns. What makes you think I'm not the king? Maybe kings just have a different vibe where you're from. Yeah, highly doubt that. Leon's. I read fate. Kinda. I'm not a pro, but I see things. I catch glimpses of the big stuff. History in the making. You're no king, yet. Leon smirks. But you're gunning for the crown. Hawk blinks. Shook. How'd you know that? Leon flashes back to seeing Hawk's future campaign. For president, and his judge days hating on supervillains. That's it. Leon lies. No spoilers allowed. Suddenly, a guy bursts in. The president wants the dementia hopper now. Hawk hands back the staff. Right this way to the boss. Place was rebuilt 2 years ago after a monster ate the government. A rookie pres got voted in. Things are chaotic. It's basically a fortress now. They walk into the big office. The pres waves. Hi, I run this country. Heard you're from another dimension. Why? Yep, Leon nods. Mage from Gaia. Sup? Sorry if the translation magic glitches. It's cool. Sit. Leon eyes the chair. It looks sus. It's a lie detector, FYI. The pres grins. Lie to me, and we'll know instantly. Leon shifts. Maybe you should sit too. He quips. Pres frowns. Leon waves it off. Kidding. Ask away. So, you really? From Gaia? They nod. In this apocalypse prophecy. Real. Totally. That's why we're here. She's clueless on the gritty details though. Total honesty. Pres demands. Lily looks lost. Leon calms his breathing, pulse, and sweat. The machine stays silent. Unstrap him. Pres orders. Leon exhales, relieved. Sorry for the test. I'd have done the same. Then the pres leans in close. Real talk though. Can you sneak me to Gaia? Is it safe there? He figures since Lin came to spill the tea, maybe there is a way out. Lin goes full rage mode, asking if a real king would just ghost his own squad. The pres yells back that he ain't exactly royalty. He basically just stumbled into the job by total accident. He starts trying to bribe Lin with cash. Loot, whatever. Says he is totally over living in a world that is basically a death trap. Begs Lin to save his crew. Lin is shook thought. This guy had more guts. grabs Lily's hand and is like, "We are literally leaving right now." Prez freaks out, whining that the magic dude promised to carry them. Lin snaps back that the guy will never get his vibe, turns down the bribe and pivots. Suddenly, Silent Mask's dude reveals his face. Boom! It is Kenjiro, the OG, awakened titan. Dude moves hella fast to block the hero. Lin's luck just ran out. Can't even look him in the eye. So Lin tries to moonwalk out of there. Kenjiro smirks, asking what has got him, acting so weird. Lin calls him out. "Quit the act, bruh. We know you are the real boss here." Kenjiro is actually surprised and asks how he figured it out. Lin points at the massive destiny star floating over his head. Kenjiro is the one who fixed Korea after the first gate glitch gave him powers. He got the cops to help rebuild the Blue House and carried the whole country. Literally everyone in South Korea knows the lore. Cut to the disaster response age. Kenjiro is like, "Before we start, meet the mage with the spoilers." Lin steps up. He says his name is Aximus and tells everyone to pay attention. Drops the whole story and warns them they are all cooked. The room is packed with absolute units and monsters. Beijing's the Demon King, Eden 5, Ice Queen Rana, and Mikhail the Wall. Basically the top tier players along with they wreck monsters and keep the server stable. Prez says he is declaring a national emergency in the morning and needs backup. Jim asks how the Prez can believe such a wild fairy tale. Tyron agrees, thinking Lin is totally acting sus. They argue that going nuclear without receipts is just dumb. Drama spikes. Kenjiro yells, "Chill." Prez confirms he fact-checked it. Reminds them of the total mess when the first gate opened. Kenjiro says if it is nothing, cool. If not, they are doomed without prep. Tyron sighs, mumbling something about the grind. Then he starts walking up to the heroes. Lin panics, but Tyron grabs Lily instead, laughing that she is annoying. Tries to snatch her mask, mocking that she is probably hiding her face. Lily's mask hits the floor. She suddenly turns into a furious cat. Now they are wondering if she is even human. Lin tells her to chill and claims it was just a misunderstanding. They just did not know the real tea. Lin claims people like her are shy about their real faces, hence the mask. Lin flashes back to how he and Lily prepped for this exact mess. That cat mask isn't just a look, it totally changes her voice to, but yank it off by force. Boom, instant furball, transformation spell. Lin grins, wondering what Tyron's move is now that his guess flopped. Sora goes full Banshee on Kai, demanding he say sorry right now. Kai actually looks guilty, apologizing for swiping Lily's mask, uninvited. Damn, Lin thinks Lily deserves an Oscar for this kitty act. Next day Zoro hits every screen and speaker. National emergency. Folks, he takes the stage, dropping the bomb about a massive crisis in Korea. Everyone's confused for a sec, but they quickly roll with the punches. Army, super cops, and guilds start flexing with massive training drills. Some dude slides up to Lin. Word is the sage is bouncing today. Yep. Lin nods. Dimensional juice is low. I'm gone in a few hours. The guy hits him up for one last solid favor before he vanishes. Lin shrugs. I'll give it a shot. Guy explains he snagged a bunch of books as loot during the riots. He only brought them in condition ones for Lin to eyeball. Clock ticking. Just tell me if any of these are gold or garbage. I'm no bookworm, Lin warns. Don't get your hopes up. He wonders, do these guys think I'm a genius or just a useful idiot? Lin can talk the talk in any tongue, but reading only Gaia stuff and martial arts script. And even then, only if it's about punching or spells. Strolling through the stash, one dusty tome grabs his attention. He gets a vibe. Could this be the Sword Emperor's secret diary? It's narrated by Nangang himself, the Incarnation, Legend of the Fist World. Lin blinks as he realizes he can actually read this. It's definitely the real deal. What's up? The aide asks. Bad juju, Lin lies. Looks demonic. Was there a sword with this? Lin asks, playing it cool. Yeah, but it's cursed. Touch it, and you go full evil. The aide says, look into that for me. Lin orders. He hopes the Emperor's blade is there, but nope, just the book and old rags. Lin feels a sting of disappointment but shrugs. I'll seal this dangerous book myself, he claims. King's busy, so keep this between us. Yep. He tells the aide. A moment later, Lin dives into the pages. It's Nangong's sob story. Bastard son with god-tier talent. Treated like trash. Once his mom died, he looted the clan's secret scrolls and power potions. Lin skims the intro. Old news. Heard it all before. He wants the juicy part. The Sword Emperor versus Heavenly Demon, when Hikayo lost. Suddenly, Lily pops up. What you're doing? I'm bored, she whines. Go play while I read. Lin shoos her away. She bolts with a grin. Be back soon. Lin yells after her. Finally, peace. He keeps reading, but his eyelids start getting heavy. This book is a total He finds the heaven-shattering bits. But wow, talk about yapping. But wait, his spidey senses tingle. The juicy part's next. It's explained so, basically, that a literal ape could ace it. If he flops the first time, guess it's back to square one. Lin goes full pretzel mode for some zen time. Boom! Red circle on the chest. Inner power comes in 3 flavors: stacking, chilling, and blasting. Lin realizes his old move, Da Hassanbop, was total weak sauce pure stability. But potency, that bad boy nails the Holy Trinity perfectly. Lin's calling it the GOAT of techniques. Now he gets why fighting geeks grind their whole lives for this. Just wanted a quick sesh. But oops, way past feeding time. Lily's Mia. Suddenly, Leo gets the chills and spins around. Sky rips open. Portal style. Cue the screaming civilians. Monster mash time. First up, a mega huge mob goes crazy. Bull guy swings, but Leo pops a shield bubble just in time. Stay in the bubble, folks. Promises it'll stick till the cavalry shows up. Full magic would wreck the crib, so Leo decides to throw hands instead. Bull swings. Leo hops on its noggin and yeets it with one punch. He's shookwise, this thing so squishy. Wait, not squishy Leos, just leveled up big time. More ugly spawn. Welp, saving the building is officially off the table. It's a total Zerg rush out there. He hands up and drops. The crowd's jaws hit the floor. Even the future Prez thinks the spell is straight fire. Dude's totally getting a statue in Guangguan Plaza for this. Baddies dusted. Sorens, all. Thanks bro, I owe you big time. Leo's like, meh, just doing the hero thing. Sidekick offers loot. Leo plays cool, but they twist his arm. He grabs it, secretly wondering how many shiny rocks are inside. Leo's gotta bounce. Grabs Lily, shields up, and preps for takeoff. Turns out Lily's new bestie is a titan. Yeah, an OG. As they bail, Leo crosses his fingers. The NOOB, stay safe. Back at base, Leo grills Talon. You watch the crib? Talon bursts into tears. Like, where have you guys been? Sir Cyrus drops the bomb. Something sketchy went down. Cyrus is freaking out if the sky rainbows vanish. It's apocalypse o'clock. Prez warns of gate. Leo and Lily just smirk at each other. Becky's clueless, asking, what's the joke? Guys, Wayne hit the guild too. Cyrus wants a heads up. The second, his bro lands. Leo gives props and says, let's roll to the guild. Stat. Leo totally thought the dude would bail, but he's actually impressed the guy stuck around through this mess. Clocking the rainbows, they've got less than a week. Squad up, we're guild bound. Becky's grilling Leo at the guild, like where have you been? She tried hitting him up during the crisis, but his phone was dead. She keeps roasting him, asking if he gets how crazy things are right now. Leo's like, heard it all, and dips. Then Talon shows up. She clocks him from the lake trip. Long time no see, huh? Becky asks where they're gonna crash. Leo asks for a room, but says he won't stick around long. Fresh from a gate, she asks, offering to call an escort. Then she tells Leo to just go see the big boss. Leo ghosts her advice, telling Cyrus to grab bags and chill. Becky notes, he ghosted the SOS alert. The chief's gonna flip. Leo claps back salty, betting the chief ignores weekend calls too. Suddenly, Wayne sprints at the squad. Leo asks, Forvan, but Wayne screams, Commander, and attacks. Leo dodges. You crazy? Wayne sobs. He thought Leo ditched him. Liam promises that even if haters hate, he'd never ditch Van. Van's hyped. Liam knows he's legit. Then he knocks on the boss's door. The squad gathers, and the chief says, sit tight. Beck snitches. Liam was out of bounds. Chungu says that doesn't fly. Chief asks Liam, what's up with the doomsday stuff? Liam claims he picked up some gossip on the way. Chungu says Sage Amos dropped a solo prophecy on him. Aximos hyped. The seventh knight said, let them steer fate and bring light. Chungu bets Aximos meant Liam's crew. Everyone nods. Liam gets shy, but says Team 7 needs to go solo. He swears at, it's all good. Camping spawn points is a total waste of time. They gotta focus on enabling free roaming and smashing the main gate. It's 7 Moons night, cause 7 special gates pop up in the mob. The anchor gate vanishes, taking nearby ones with it. Liam spills the tea on 6 critical gates. Thanks to Flashback, Aximos tells Chungu. Can't vibe with the red energy, or find it. Chungu's bummed but says, it helps. But Aximos hides the red gate spot cause of the soul stone. Liam thinks he can finally hit his dream and get hot. Chungu hopes so too, but wonders if the prophecies the basic. Beck guesses, they're secrets. Van says it's too weird to get. Liam feels off. Why would a helpful sage be so cryptic? He decides they shouldn't overthink. After begging, Squad 7 gets the green light to go solo. 3 days later, at the White House gym, Liam tells Van to vie with his mana flow. Van is blanking. Liam sighs. Reset. Focus up. Liam studies the Emperor's Sword cheat sheet. Diamond Fist is all about brawn and easy breathing. Perfect for gains and building a base. Gotta be good for Van too. Get it. Van is clueless. They loop it endlessly. Liam snaps. That is, attempt number 30. Monkeys learn faster. Van begs to practice solo. Liam apologizes. Gotta bounce anyway. Walking off, he spots just the purple band left. Doom is close. He asks snacking Lily. Tasty? Yep. She inhaled all 3 chicken boxers. Prep time. You owe me for that feast. Shook. She realizes the chicken trap. Red gate is bad. Lava, flames, and a boss with crazy aura. Need the ice dragon's fang? Sadly, ... It is at his old toxic workplace. Black Dog Age recalls the teen slave labor days. There no days off unless you were literally dying. Proper rehab back then could have changed everything. Now rockin' modded sword energy. ... He needs the layout, cams, and loot spots. He pinpoints the security ... control room as the way out. Inside, a guard regrets not robbing a Walmart instead. Blonde guy left the door open, ready to bail. Silence falls as the cam feed cuts black. Broken lens. Nope, it was their door. Too late. Liam crashes in, drops them, trips the alarm. The guild knows they have visitors. 4 armed intruders in the boss's office. He directs the team to swarm that office. It is empty. Wait, ... Control room is locked. Intruders secure. He and Lily smash a door elsewhere. Lily is so much. Bling. Is that cash? Can I get more chicken? Chicken obsessed. Statue is too heavy. Leave it. He hits the armory. Boom. Ice dragons. Fang. Leaving. Lily points. What is behind that wall? She senses juice. Stand back. He warns. Watch. Activated. Wall destroyed. Epic loot. He tosses her 3 orbs. He will take the next stone. She can snack on this. Lynn's totally bummed. 0 chill. 0 change. Just her claws grew. Whatever. He's grabbing that back pay. Time to dip. Next day. That rainbow ghosted us. Lily's only vibe. Her precious cheese puffs. Priorities. Day 2. At Shelter 3. Lynn's chillin', maybe even smirking. His squad's shook by the mood. Mostly cause a boss level gate is spawning. Teammate asks, yo, why the grin? Lynn's like, finally got my cash out. From that ancient gig I ghosted ages ago. Mid-sentence, the vibe gets super toxic nearby. Cut to Shelter, for Big Bad Quintadin is fuming. His minions huddle up, totally freaked out. Some dude whispers about the warehouse getting jacked yesterday. No clue who the perp is. Back at 3, Lynn calls Bake. She's all, sorry for the lag. He gives props. Boom. Armor's butt. Gear, check, done. Lynn pings the support crew. Tiao says audio's live. Ilnam's like, crystal clear. Boss. Lynn spins to Lily. Wong, asking, you guys ready to roll? Lily whines, it's tight. Wong's cringing. Lynn, it's custom drip. Lily tanks. Wong speeds. It's stretchy fabric, bruh. Lynn spots Wong posing weird. You fightin' like a pretzel? Wong's chill. If my stance gets messy, I'll just stone mode to fix it. Bake slides in. Those peeps you asked about? They're here. Thanks. But nah, Lynn says. We're square now. He asks to guard the crew. Hit his retirement party, and the homies lost in the reboot. Not letting that tragedy rerun this time. Chun-Su screams. Doom is coming. I'll stop it. Lynn blinks. Bake, do you ever sleep with him raging? Nope. She feels like babysitting a toddler. Lynn scans the tanks, guns, and hunter mob. He bets this squad can totally wreck the disaster. Robo steps stomp closer. Hunters panic, then it's a friendly. Lynn grins as Yongshin's mech lands. Lily taps the bot. Yo, Yongshin? Eyes on me. I'm inside. He yells. Lynn's shook. You modded that. Lily tries to hop in, but Lynn blocks her. Did your mom okay this mech suit, kid? He ignores that, blushing at Lily. I'll save you. Lynn sighs. Not the time to simp, bro. Beck stares up. Yo, Lynn? Sky looks weird. Lynn peeps. The sky those trippy rainbow lights are gone, which basically screams bad vibes incoming. He starts barking orders, telling Youngshin to get his butt back to HQ right now. Boom. The sky rips open, dumping a gazillion portals and monsters everywhere. The squad looks totally shook by the mob size, trembling in their boots. Lynn hears them freaking out, but Stay Steely knows this is just the appetizer. He yells, yo, focus. You guys have crushed these creeps before. Hyped up the troops, lock in, and Lynn feels, okay, leaving the base to fence to them. Guns go pew-pew as soldiers blast away, while hunters slice up anything getting too cozy. The brawl is non-stop, and the monsters just keep spawning like glitchy NPC. Chansu hops in, grinning like a maniac about how long it's been since he got to wreck some mobs. He swears he's gonna smash everything, even that dark blue gate thingy. The big bosses split the gates between the pros and elites boring politics stuff. Lynn's going rogue though, planning to crash the red core gate solo style. He turns to Yan Shinhu's, still refusing to leave, and says, fine, watch and learn what a real fight looks like. Lin rolls his eyes, but lets the kid tag along for backup. Team, get to your spots. Lin commands, solo mish starts. Treo, in the armored ride, Yanshin, stomping behind in his mech. Lin's plan, drive like a lost tourist to fake them out. Before psyching them and hitting the red gate, Chun and Unum radio in, panicking about monsters coming from literally everywhere. Lin shouts, ignore the freaks, just drive. Inside, Lin pieces together a spear since he's clueless with guns. But hey, 20 years of hero work means he's ready to rumble as they close in. Oog, werewolves and slimes. Gross. Yun yells at Liam, who ignores him, climbs on the roof, and readies his spear. To clear the path, he screams at the driver to drift at the corner and dodge the dead body. Lily, you good? Liam asks. She's got a fireball cooking and yells, born ready. He points at the horde. Light him up. Lily throws it, screaming she needs to finish fast for the Alukanite chicken buffet. Poof! Monsters, toast. Justin Shin starts panicking about driving through the fire. Floor it, Liam screams. He goes full Moses, parting the flames so the whip and the robot can zoom through. She's still raving about wings, and Justin's jaw is on the floor. Liam just smirks. Full send, people. He keeps navigating, hanging right at the hospital. 2 blocks. He figures they're almost at the big red one. There it is, the gate, looming. His smirk fades. Is this what that old sage dude was talking about? Get ready, Liam yells. Suddenly, something drops from the gate. Looks like a slime blob, then bam huge, a literal Jurassic nightmare. Yoon reports there, 1 click out, time to tap the brakes. No way, Liam snaps. Slow down, and we're monster chow. Gun it, he orders, flagging Hank to handle the 2. Hank eats himself out, diving straight into the dino smaw. He flips his stone skin switch instantly. Dude glows gold, prying the jaws open. Liam spots the shine. That's the diamond sphere, mojo, working. Hank's flexing hard. Liam cues Justin, keeping his word to Lily. Justin blitzes the beast in his mech. Rex spits Hank and snaps at the bot, but Justin dances away. Yoink, he snags the tail, and smash, slams it down. The squat is shook. Justin owns the jealousy is real right now. Everybody's dying to take that robot for a spin. The bot pins, the Rex, and Liam swoops in for the kill. Loot Tom. He checks the carcass gotta be goodies inside. He slices it open and finds a shiny pearl thingy. And a Dawn, super rare and full of nutrients. He's admiring the goods when Hank screams. Pointing at a fresh monster wave, Liam just grins. Giddy, as a kid in a candy shop. To the red core, let's go. To bust the gate, they gotta wreck the volcano's fire giant. After a messy brawl, entering, Liam covers them, so Kai can prep the heat suits. Geared up, they finally stop sweating. Liam flexes a fist, smiling. Okay, these fits are surprisingly chill. He stretches, comfy, efficient, and flashy. Nice work, Kai. We're gonna crush it in this armor. Sazesh shook by the quality. Justin Shin designed this. She gives him props. Dude's a total asset. Lin thinks, swiping from Black Dog was my best idea yet. Young Shin rolls up to Lily. Hey, push this button. Pop out comes a popsicle. Oh my gosh, thanks. Jung Shin turns tomato red. No biggie. Lin kills the romance. Focus up, Team 7. Firewolves. Wang dives in solo like a maniac. Ignoring orders? Lin's surprised, but lets it slide. Lin hops on the roof. Gun out. Been a minute since I flexed my aim. Wang tries to tank, but the heat cooks him. Lin blasts, ice bullets, freezing the wolves and saving him. So glad he packed that heat. Props to the White House Guild. Froze, M solid. Mop M up Yangshin. Kid doesn't hesitate. Flying into wreck shop. 1 hit turns those ice pops into dust. Lin's grinning, loving how easy this gig is now. He tells the squad to speedrun past the fire bug ahead. Lily sighs loud enough to wake the dead. She's super salty that her fire magic is useless here. Lin rolls his eyes. Obvious much, just chill? A comment that makes her feel like total trash. Lin turns around. Relax now, plenty to fight later. Unless you'd rather skip the break, she shudders. Then she smiles and drops it. Team 7 hits a massive magma pool. Lin freezes. It's way too quiet. Suspicious. He chucks a monster carcass in his bait. Boom, a lava beast pops up and scarfs it down. Everyone but Lin is completely shook. Lin sighs. Walking in blindly. Big mistake. The beast dips, so Lin plots a fishing trip. He asks Il Nam for a giant fishing rod. She's like, you serious? Fishing for fire snakes. YOLO, she goes to dig through the gear. Lin makes Wang and Hyung Shin play rock, paper, scissors. Weird flex, but they play along. Anyway, Hyung Shin literally eats Wang across the lake. The snake jumps out and gulps him down. Pull, Lin screams, starting a crazy. Inside, Wang stabs the jaws open with a gadget. The snake goes totally limp, and Hyung Shin drags it onto dry land. It spits Wang out. Lin checks his pulse. Wong's good, but then the floor starts shaking. A giant hand grabs the volcano rim. Yikes. A fire giant climbs out. This looks bad. Guess they were too loud earlier. Oops. Lin refocuses on the snake waking up. The snake tries to tail whip him, but he hops over it like it's nothing. Distraction works. Wong grabs the tail. Liam goes for the face, yelling for backup. Shin jumps in with a spike weapon, but the scales are way too thick. 0 damage. Then the snake spits venom everywhere. Liam dodges. Shin's robot arm melts off. Liam sees Rena, panicking. Total noob. She yells, "Don't worry, it ought." "I know." Liam snaps. "Just back off." Liam yells at Wong to bail and heal up, while he plays tag with the beast. Rena drags Wong to safety. "Yo Liam, you good solo?" She hollers, stressing. "Chill, snake breath ain't caught me yet." Liam radios back. Elon's on cams, watching his 6 for any surprise guests. Liam dodges. "Dude, eyes elsewhere." Elon warns over the comms. "Yeah, giant fire dude is the real boss." Liam agrees. It's 40 meters and sprinting. Not good. Elon shouts, "Legs that long mean crazy speed hacks." She guesses. It's halfway there. That massive frame is straight up nightmare fuel. Flashback. Ancient heroes handled this mess before. Now it's his turn to carry. Talk about pressure. He clenches his jaw. What's the play here? OG plan. Wreck the lava snake first. Simple enough. Then creep on the sleeping volcano giant. Stab it with the ice dragon fang. Sneak attack. Then finish the weakened boss. GG easy win. Ideally, it was a totally perfect plan. Now, toast. He sighs. Team 7. Fall back and wait for my mark. Bail without our carry. Wayne cries, "No way." Lily eyes Wong, looking super anxious too. "Ever hear whales fight? Shrimp die?" Liam asks. "Staying here puts us on the menu." He smirks, powering up his aura. "Gotta make these titans beef with each other first." With that, Liam jumps straight onto the fire snake. Surfing its back, he dashes right up to its ugly mug. Snake gets salty, spitting a glob of venom right at him. Slash. Liam cuts the spitting tongue in one go. Savage. Snake freaks out, rolling around like a drama queen. Liam books it to the giant, baiting Snakey. It chases, "Y'all safe." He checks comms while running. Suddenly, Lily screams, "I ain't leaving you." Liam starts sweating buckets. Not cool. "Stop her," he begs, cutting the mic. "No drama, P." Finally, he pulls up on the fire giant. Even with fire gear, the heat's roasting him alive. Snake catches up, whipping its tail at his head. He ducks. The giant notices the commotion. Giant punches the snake. "Let him fight." Liam grins. The beasts stare down, waiting to strike. Giant swings. Snake nopes out of the way. She hawks venom right in the giant's face. Giant blocks, but the acid melts his arm. "Hiding?" Liam "Doing great, guys." He checks the ice fang box. "Showtime. Gotta hit the ticker." Stabbing the fire giant's heart is the only way to drop it. He chills for a sec, slapping on heat-resistant mitts so his hands don't get crispy. Eyes back on the prize at Magma Snake is making its move. It coils the giant's arm, snaps to the neck, and starts squeezing the life out of it. Lin's brain screams, "Go, Tom!" Fang in hand, ghost mode engaged. He creeps forward like a shadow. But the giant ain't dumb. It spins around mid-choke to glare right at the snake. Suddenly, the poor snake gets roasted from the tail up, screeching like crazy. Giant grabs its throat and rips it apart like wet paper. Savage. Lin sweating bullets but sticks to the plan. Distraction is still a distraction. While the monster gloats, he skywalks closer using that fancy heavenly destruction step. Psych. The giant teleports right behind him before he can blink. Spotted Lin fumbles for his shield, but he's way too slow on the draw. Smash. The giant's fist hammers the ground, trying to flatten him into a pancake. Big guy lifts his hand. Empty. Then a voice pipes up from nowhere. Giant turns and spots Lily. She's like, "You'd be total toast without me, loser." Lin's butt is glued to the floor, totally shook. "Why are you even here?" She grins like a goofball. "Just here to settle my food tab." Being ignored makes the giant super salty, so it charges at them roaring. Lily steps up. "I got this hothead," she declares confidently. She powers up. Lin screams, "No fire? Dummy." But oops, too late. She goes full human flamethrower, blasting heat at the monster. But the giant just inhales it. It slurps up the fire and lets out a massive, gross burp. Lily is stunned. Lin looks like a ghost. "I literally just said no fire attacks." Feeding flames to a fire monster is like trying to dry off in a swimming pool. Total fail. Even worse. Lin dropped his gear and the ice dragon fang back there. "Great job." Lin sighs, totally defeated. "We're screwed. Let's bounce and regroup." But Lily's eyes light up. "Hey, can I do that eating trick too?" Before Lin can speak, she starts sucking in air. The giant pauses. Suddenly, the monster's own flames start getting pulled toward her. It panics and blasts. More heat. but she just drinks it up faster. Lin's jaw hits the floor. Is this real life? Giant realizes it's becoming a snack and tries to run away screaming. Lin blinks, then it clicks. Oh snap. She's the alpha firebender now. Her control is on a whole other level. Monster tries to bolt, but Lily drains the last drop, leaving just a crispy shell. Lin stares at the dust pile, brain completely broken. We won ... by eating it. That was the weirdest victory ever. Red portal goes boom. The other guilds smash their portals too. The nightmare ends, way faster than in Lin's last timeline. 7 days later, everyone and their grandma is helping fix the city. Team 7 is helping out downtown, with Sayok playing construction boss. He gets the squad hyped to speedrun the work so they can bail today. Wong's hauling the heavy loot while a bro welds with his bot. Workers take 5 and ask Sayok, "You guys, legit White House guild?" They're like, "Guild pros usually. Don't grind in the dirt like this." Sayok gets all fiery. This is exactly the vibe guildies need. If people need a hand, hunters gotta pull up. Period. The workers, feeling energy, pass him a drink. Come munch with us. Lin's down for snacks and joins Sayok's crew. But one worker is acting mad sus. He asks why they're sweating so hard and who's the big boss here. Sarah and the gang freeze. But the dude's already scanning the area. He spots Lin chilling in a beach chair, Lily eating popcorn next to him. Sarah's like, that's Lin, our leader. He's recovering. But the worker peeps Lin's fresh face. What kinda injury gives you that glow? Another member jumps in. I know it looks wild, but Lin's the one who made the guild. Come help. The workers respect the hustle, but think a young guy like Lin should be working, not While they moan, Wong slams the table. This food slaps. That random outburst kills the tension. One worker stands up. Alright, break's over, and they agree. He tells Wong and Team 7 to come back. We need that awakened strength. Wang grins. On my way. Thanks to Sage Axmos, everyone thinks no gates will spawn for 31 days. With that good news, people unite to rebuild the city. No hesitation. Guilds are busy, clearing mobs and researching loot. Days later, Lin's chilling and reading when Vicky interrupts. She smiles. You really gonna rot here forever? Lin looks up. Is that an option? My dream is literally max level lazy mode. Vicky rolls her eyes. Just say you want to be a rich slacker. Lin finds her annoying, but ignores the shade because he's winning. Vicky stares, noticing something different. Wait, your skin is popping. Lin touches his cheek, smirking. I know, right? He used the Fire Giant's core for a legendary glow. Now he's got that handsome clear skin retirement buff. He strikes a pose. Just got a facial. Baby? Vicky covers her mouth, totally dreaming of that glow up to sock. She grills Lin on the vibes and begs for the location drop. Liam caps instantly. Shop's closed. Total bummer. Bianca rolls her eyes. Stop gatekeeping the Fire Giant loot, bro. Liam knows the battery is only at 50% and has one shot left, but he ghosts the topic to hoard it. He asks if she's just here to stand his skin. Bianca snaps back and tosses the potion paperwork at him. She says production is up, but supply is still flopping. Every guild is thirsty to collab on the potion based on the Elixir of Life, which is a White House exclusive drop. That potion is literally saving everyone right now. People marked for death are suddenly bouncing back. The death rate just nosedived to 1. Liam nods at the demand. You crushed it. You picked the partners. Bianca whips out another file and asks Liam what the play is for the giant's carcass. Liam cuts in. Easy. I need 20 kilos of skin, bones, and blood. Y'all can do whatever with the leftovers. Dying to nap, he's like, we done here or what? She packs up. BTW? Big joint funeral happening today. Liam reclines. Hard pass. Those things are suffocating. Bianca shook. Then why'd you ask for the victim deets with such a serious face? Liam says, it's time for Santa to crash summer. At the service, President Quinn takes the mic. He says 7 days ago, that anomaly totally wrecked them. That day, 427 people didn't make it. He pauses, trying to keep it together. Soldiers, cops, hunters, real people with families. Ken walks up to the flower pile. Eat, bouquet swearing, they won't forget the heroes. The crowd is literally sobbing. A kid asks her weeping mom when dad's coming home. Mom just cries. Kid hugs her. Stop, Santa might see you. She keeps trying to hype her mom up. Ken feels the mood drop heavy. He shuts his eyes. Can't handle the sad vibes. Suddenly, a weird shape pops up in the sky. Liam's cosplaying Santa, flying a sleigh with lily and owls. Someone points up, and the hunters are like, huh? Monster or prophecy? They're totally freaking out. The kid spots the sleigh. Mom, Santa's actually here. As they fly by, Lily blasts a sparkly shield pattern. Ken thinks it's a raid and gets ready to throw hands. He heats up, yelling at the hater. Doing this picked a bad time, but freezes at Lily's lit art. He floats down, totally shook. Kid points again. begging Mom to look. Lily flexes her shield, making fireworks pop off. Beasts rise, owls blow bubbles. Worker asks Ken, what's the play? Ken grins. Let him cook. Dude's stressing on the report. Kim looks up. Just say, Santa's real fan. Lynn parks, the sleigh on the roof. Lily hops out to vibe in snow. Delivery was lit. Lynn says, let's grab Groob. Near the door, Bix's voice cuts in. She's like, sup, good trip. Lynn's all, THX. The drip was fire. Bick ignores the hype. Why'd you do it? Lynn says, cash for sad fams felt mid. Plus, it's draining. He starts yapping. But old memories hit. Most dead were the family leaders. Cops, hunters. Lynn knows they need real help. GovAid is a joke. Looking down, Lynn admits cause I can. Got skills? When not lazy, I want to help peeps. Bick listens, arms crossed, till the end. She sighs, touching her cheek. Worried, Lynn grins. Scared, I'm going soft. Bick admits she crush hard if he keeps it up. Caught feels already. Lynn walks by. Keep love and work separate. Bick's mad, muttering, is he allergic to girls? Lynn hears and sighs. They enter. Decor is up. Beats are dropping. Lily runs ahead, yelling she's gonna sing. Lynn sweats. She sings. Squad greets the boss. Lynn thanks him for the grind during rebuild. Shin set a table with Lily's faves. Lily hypes him. You the goat. Shin goes to sit, but Lynn swipes it. Smiling, he asks why 2 seats. Confused Shin adds 1. Lily feasts. Lynn wipes her face. Slow down. She nods and keeps eating. Watching, Lynn clocks. She never talks. Lily looks confused when asked if she misses him. He says she never mentions parents. Her face drops. She drops the pizza. Shin's salty. You scolding her? Lynn's chill. Just having a real talk. He tells Lily, don't answer if it's too much. He cuts in. Does she want to see her folks, or what? Totes, Lily says, but Lynn interrupts before she spills more. He head pats her. Road trip to Gaia continent time. Grinning, he asks what loot she's taking to meet the scene switch. Lily's dashing through creepy woods. Hunted. She spots Lynn in full battle gear and books it. She screams his name, grabbing his arm. He goes stone cold. Glitch suddenly a creepy goblin mask covers his mug. Need help? He asks. Lily snaps awake, actually screaming. She bails on sleep and creeps into Lynn's room. Her crawling in wakes him. Groggily, he hears her terrified whisper. She hates going back but feels like she totally has to. She misses Mom and promised this girl, Wendy. She wonders if the squad is even okay now. Lynn eyes the ceiling, patting her back to chill her. While droning on about having to go, she spills her backstory. Her fam was super broke. She and Mom often starved at night. Mom would coddle her, always. Apologizing. Lily didn't care. Mom was right there with her. One day, Mom calls her over. Listen up, this is big. Lily's gonna made for rich peeps. Follow rules. No more starvation. Mom gives her a squeeze, swearing to find her when life's less trash. A carriage scoops her. In the woods, she checks out the other kids. The girl nearby turns. I'm Wendy, she says. Wendy instantly flops on Lily's shoulder. Thanks for the heat. She asks Lily's age, then flexes being 1 year older. Ride stops. Weird dudes order the kids out. ASAP. They get lined up and marched somewhere sketchy. Definitely not the rich mansion they were promised. Some dude in a goblin mask cracks a whip. Silence falls. Zip it and follow. He says, ice cold. They get tossed in a cell. Kids start disappearing slowly. Memory's fuzzy, but she wakes up in a creepy room. 2 guys loom over her. Third try. One mentions, the other nods, listing the ingredients used. Fire essence. Demon blood. It's all mixed in her now. They scan for bad reactions. 0. Though one guy warns, the risk is still huge. Suddenly, Lily starts reacting weirdly. Success. They cheer. The baptism is setting in. Lily's hurting, but they're hyped on their twisted win. Any weird side effects? One asks. The other shrugs. She's not a girl anymore, just a monster. Since then, she's got a stomach sigil and endless hunger. Flashback. Wendy always gave Lily her grub. Lily says no. So Wendy threatens to trash it. Lily eats. Wendy apologizes but hugs her. It's cool, don't worry. One day, Wendy's like, let's bounce. Shows her an ice rock. Lily's lost. Wendy admits IDK how I did this. While chatting, her hair flips from blonde to blue. Lily sees it but stays quiet. Wendy says let's run, and Lily smiles. But mid-escape, they get busted. Hoods grab Lily. Masked guy chokes Wendy and lifts her high. He's like, didn't think you'd wake up? Claims she could have skipped the pain if she showed off sooner. Lily screams, let her go. Wendy chucks ice, spears, yelling down, but his green shield blocks it all. He smirks at Wendy. Cute try, he says. You're awake, but you still can't beat me. Says she's gonna be his puppet now. Wendy grits her teeth. I'd rather die than go back to jail. She blasts Ice Wind. Lily, run. Mask guy gets annoyed. But Wendy keeps blasting the dudes holding Lily. The guards freeze solid. Boom. Lily's powers wake up. Her hair goes red, fire explodes everywhere. Mask guy yells, "Get her!" Wendy screams, "Run, Lily, now, go!" Lily bolts while Wendy goes full power, whipping up a mega ice tornado to hide her escape. Wendy played decoy, but the creeps still tracked Lily down. She bolted, screaming she'd come back for Wendy no matter what. Trapped, a red gate popped open. With zero options, she dove in. The guys yelled, "Stop!" But the gate ghosted right in front of them. Looking back, she swore one last time to save her friend. Story over. Lily passed out cold. Total system crash. Lin raged quietly. "Masked goblin freak," he muttered. Next day, Lin hit up Kong-Su for a 1-month break. Kong-Su slammed the desk. "Now, we're swamped, kid." He started listing their recent epic fails. And shut him down. 1 week, next month, take it or leave it. Lin went silent, while Bake sweated bullets behind him. "It's personal," Lin said, dropping the casual vibe. Kang-Su cut him off. "Save the sob story. I don't care." Lin spun around. "Yo, Bake, what's our monthly take?" Bake froze. "We can't make potions fast enough," Lin stated. He asked if it was really vital for the guild to hog the entire market. Kong-Su leaned back, totally confused by the pivot. "My team hauls more loot than everyone else combined." He then asked to, wondering if sticking with a guild that trashes him is smart. Kong-Su sweats, bullets, head down. He asks if that's a threat. Lin sighs, asking the price to just bail on his contract. Kong-Gu snaps, agreeing to the vacay but snarking. He wishes he could ditch to. Lin grins, says thanks, and swears he'll grab a souvenir. Kang-Gu's like, "So, what's the plan for a whole month off?" Lin's hunting folks. Bake says, "Let us handle it." But Lin's riding solo. Internally, he's dead set on finding Wendy or Lily's mom. As for Mask Guy, he's fuming, vein popping on his forehead. Lin chills out, reminding Kang-Yu about that other favor. Kang-Gu folds his arms, like, "All right, spill it." They chat then Kang-Gu eyes him, asking if he's totally sure about this. Later at the dorms, Lin calls Lily to check his hand-drawn map. He circles a spot, betting it matches her memories. Lily her crib might actually be right there. A knock hits the door. Lin spins around, totally confused. Lily yells out, puzzled. Lin opens up to find Gideon and his mom. Mom asks to enter. Lin nods. She starts talking, but lets Gideon take over. Gideon tells Lin he's literally dying to tag along with Lily. Lin blinks. Oops, maybe he spilled too much info to Gideon. He's kinda iffy about bringing him along, but knows a maker like Gideon is super handy to have around. Weighing risks, he warns they're hitting some sketchy zones. Gideon gets jittery, brainstorming mom protection plans. He suggests the bot, but can't figure how to keep it safe. Mom laughs, saying she won't block him just cause she's staying. She just begs Lin to return him in one piece. Lin vows it. Yunin beams at Lily, saying he's weaker but will hustle hard to help. Lily grins big and thanks him warmly. Midnight hits. Lin heads to the main White House building. In the lift, a random thought suddenly pops into his head. Never thought he'd have to visit this joint all by himself. Lift hits basement 12, Chong-Su's private gym zone. Doors slide open, blasting out a huge cloud of steam, showing Chong-Su warming up hard, heat radiating off him. Seeing Lin, Chong-Su stops and yells, "You're late, man." Baffled, Lin explains that he is actually 10 minutes early. Then he gets an awkward, "My bad." Chong-Gu admits he was too hyped to wait and started early. Chong-Su then drops the real reason he summoned Lin here. That earlier request. Lin realizes it's a 3-day duel. Lin's shocked since he always dodged this topic before. He laughs nervously. He signed up to get wrecked, since Earth's too safe. The Gaia continent is crawling with crazy strong folks. And before going there, Lin just wanted to test out his new great sage Kazu. Chong-Su is a beast. "Let me fight him," he pitched. Hyping himself up, Lin drew his blade. Asked Chong-Su to school him for 3 days straight. Chong-Su squared up. "Playtime's over. Rookie, hope you did your cardio," he smirked, before blasting his aura everywhere. "Wait, I was joking." Lin panicked, trying to bail. "Too late, let's chat with fists." Chong-Su grinned. He lunged instantly, landing explosive hits. Every punch shook the whole guild building like an earthquake. 3 days later, at their rental spot, Lily walked up to Lin and asked with a scary vibe why his face looked like roadkill. "Who did this? I'll destroy them," she raged. Bruised and puffy, Lin just sighed. Start packing. Getting wrecked for 3 days actually leveled up his skills. But spamming those new moves drained him, and the last day was pure torture. Chugging a potion, he wondered, is that guy even human? Packed and ready, they headed to the guild lobby. They bumped into the crew. Happy vacay day. Chang-Su cheered. "Try not to get your butt kicked out there, okay?" Lin, though, not feeling the hype at all. Dude looks like straight up death warmed over. Those bags under his eyes are practically packing luggage. He snarks, thanking Chang-Su for the invincibility. Then he dumps Team 7 on Wang for a month. Wang shook. For real. Lin snaps. Don't break. And he does the throat sleazy motion. Message received. Wang's bawling now, swearing he'll crush it. His buddy steps in. Lin notes Wang's secretly cracked. Lin lets out a groan. Tells the sidekick to babysit. Dude just grins. Lin turns to boss Vicky around but freezes cold. Vicky's doing the full pucker face, eyes shut tight. Lin blinks. You got dirt in your eye or what? Vicky snaps, grabs him, and demands to know why he's too dumb to see she wants a smooch. Lin squirms. Goodbye kiss. Never heard of it. Just watch Team 7 and finish your chores. Okay. Vicky looks ready to murder him right there. She yells user. He shuts up. To news, Lin swears he isn't using her. Just needs her skills. But die in? Yeah, that's not on his to-do list. Lin spins, flashes a grin, and yells, peace out. Guys, we're rolling. Lily waves, smiling. Lin snags her hand, and they bolt. Gotta dodge Tion. Sue's death glare, obviously. Lin vanishes. Vicky stares at the empty spot. Eyes super sad. Tion Su pats her shoulder. Why the long face? Kiddo. She looks down. Honestly, feels like a ... won't see him again. She shakes her head. Stupid thought. Dad hugs her. Lin's way tougher than he looks. He grins. That move yesterday even spooked me a little. He admits. Vicky gasps. For real? Tion? Sue nods. Oh yeah. Heath, when our boy gets back, IT's grind time. Till then, we level up. I'm training too. Next 5. Gonna be absolutely lit. Nearing the restricted zone. Lin ... gets the jitters. Weird vibes. Zero clue. Why? Young Shin spots Lin's face and rushes over. Yo, you good? Lin drops his bag. Totally chill. He lies, dusting it off. He asks, did you already? ... Say bye to mom. Shin nods. Did that this morning? Lin sighs. You sure about tagging along, dude? 3 days ago, he said no, even with bots. It's risky. This ain't a vacay. Remember, Lin stresses, we're dimension hopping to save Lily's mom. Shin shrugs, go into Lily's crib. I'm in. Simple. He whips out his phone. Check the bot upgrades you wanted. He taps a button, and boom, robot shifts into a sick mech horse carriage. Lin and Lily go what? Shin grins. No biggie. Feature was already there. Just tweaked it. Lin stares. This kid's a legit genius. Shin starts. There's other modes too. ... Lin cuts in. Carriage is perfect, bro. Suddenly, Lin feels mana swirling around. He steps back. Opening the portal. Give me room. Mana starts bunching up in one spot. Lin draws a circle. Earth and Gaia link up below. Just a gate between them. He's unlocking it now. Lin grabs a soul stone. Usually takes a year. This stone, instant speed hack. He crushes it. And ... mana explodes into the circle. Instant reaction. Portal opens. Get in the carriage. Fast. Lin yells. They hop in. He follows. Waiting for the gap to grow. Lily looks freaked. Lin whispers. Easy, Lil. We got this. She perks up, smiling. Okay, I'm ready. It's go time. The carriage blasts through the gate. The portal zips shut behind him. Meanwhile in Gaia, total chaos. City's on fire. Bandits are wrecking the place. Hunting for something. Red-haired boss, Cornus, the tied-up chief. With a club, the chief screams right back at him. He begs the gods for help. The redhead just laughs. Aiming his club. Should have listened. Gramps, talk or your grandson gets it. Chief is sweating bullets but stays. Redhead rages. Meanwhile, watching from the dark, some guy with a cheesy fake mustache grabs his sword. He was lurking, but he can't let his boss die. He steps out. Sorry, Chief. Can't let you croak. Suddenly, a portal rips open in the sky. Lin's ride drops like a rock. CRASA. Bandits and Mustache Man are totally stunned. Everyone gapes at the weird wagon. Lin stumbles out. Dizzy. Worst landing ever. Sees the thugs and the chief. He gets the vibe instantly. Lily gets nosy and tries to peek. But Lin slams the door. Stay put. Lin turns. Death glaring the bandits. Everyone stares at the guy still wrecking the town. Then he spots a sobbing kid being comforted. That totally ticks Lin off. He flexes his aura. Super let down. Guys, I had hopes. See, in 1 year, an Earth portal pops up right here. So, for max real estate gains, he's got to fix this dump. Suddenly, Mr. Mustache walks up. He dives at Lin's feet, yelling, oh, mighty wizard. Then he starts begging like crazy. Lin blinks. Are you talking to me? Bro. Mustache explains only a top tier mage has rides like that. He figures Lin's power level must be off the charts. He hands over a gold sack. PLZ. Help, we'd be grateful. Seeing that cash makes Lin grin. He needed cash, anyway. So he grabs the bag, beaming. Then the guy adds a sweet bonus deal. Wreck the bandits, and I'll pay 10 times that. Bandits start sweating. Is that guy legit? One asks Redhead, Bus, do we really want to fight him? Redhead rolls his eyes at them and points. He points at Mustache Focus. That's our target. He warns that their squad is inbound. The goons instantly get their swagger back. Gingertop tells Lin to grab the cash and beat it. But Lin's totally zoning him out, focused on tallying his gold. This ticks off Red, who screams, Are you ghosting me right now? Lin keeps giving him the silent treatment. He looks at Mustache Guy, noting 25 coins in the bag. Then asks, So, 10 times the pay to wipe these losers out, right? Mr. Mustache grins and gives a thumbs up. Lin gets greedy, asking, How about 20 times instead of 10 to 0 them? Mustache pauses, so Lin spins around. No deal, I'm out. The guy panics and snatches Lin's shoulder, screaming yes to the price hike. Lin was going to trash them regardless, so this is just bonus cash. He faces the client and says, You got yourself a deal. Mustache Guy thanks him with a sour grin, knowing he got hustled. Redhead loses it and orders his minions to turn Lin into a pink. They fire, but Lin pops a shield. Arrows bounce off like rubber toys. Lin cracks the carriage door. Yo, Lily, you're up. She steps out, and Lin points at the fire. Lily just vacuums the flames into her hand. She gulps it down and complains that snack tastes worse than fire giant flame. Seeing her eat fire freaks the goons out. Great, another man. They panic. Redhead, totally over it, turns to his trembling crew. Unleash the battle ogre. He screams. He swears the big guy will fix everything. Mages are squishy up close. That hypes him up to release the beast. The ogre lets out a massive ear-splitting roar. Lin sighs. Your turn. Yusin hops out and vaults onto the robo-horse. He grabs the reins and taps the horse's neck mechanism. Transformers time. Mustache drops his jaw as the rig shifts into a giant golem. The ogre rushes in, smashes his axe down, but the weapon shatters like glass on the bot. Yusin throws one punch, flattening the monster instantly. One hit kick. The bandits completely lose it. They scatter, but Lily walls them off with a blaze. Lin blurs through the crowd, dropping by. As the last one falls, Red yells. Lin spins around. Red's got a blade to the village chief's neck. Back off, or he croaks. Mustache begs, Save him. That's my VIP. Please keep him safe. Lin just shrugs. If that guy is the chief, that's extra. Redhead goes ballistic. You want him alive? Kill the fire and get me a horse. Now, he starts yapping about what he'll do. Lin refuses, but before he finishes, Lin blinks behind him. Head rolls. As the headless body flops down, Lin stops. Lin thinks back on his stealth sword combo move. First time trying it, IRL, but hey, not bad. While checking for any weird side effects, he spots paper dropping from Redhead's pocket. Lin knows that item and sneaks it into his own pocket. Later, the chief invites the trio over for grub. Food served. The chief sits and bows his head. He's super thankful they saved the village. You acted all greedy, but I know you're chill. He saw Lin use pricey potions on folks for free. Because of that, the chief says, Make yourself at home. Enjoy the food. Before Lin can reply, a familiar voice cuts in. Lin looks. It's Mustache Man, grinning at him. He thanks Lin and asks the chief, Can I join? The chief invites him and his crew to sit, but checks with Lin first. You cool with this? Lin shrugs. Sure. Mustache happily takes a seat. His two pals sit, and he introduces them. Green cloaks, my wife. The others are guard. Lin smiles politely, but inside, he's sus. That guard was totally ghosting during the fight. His friends are eating, so he ignores the vibes for now. But it gets way harder when he catches the three newbies staring daggers at him. Chief feels the awkward vibe, so he pivots. Asks Lin where he's headed. Lin's just like we are, ... Hitting up a tiny Peru village to find a guy. Mustache Man's wifey looks totally shook. Lin clocks it. She looks away fast. But he knows. Super sus. Mustache Guy chips in. Gotta cross the border for that. Bruh. Grins funny. We're headed that way too. Boom. Lin's hunch was right. They're scheming. Chief stands up. Getting more food? BR. Lin figures, even if they call the chief their hero, he's definitely hiding secrets. Lin plays dumb. Focuses on stuffing his face. Mustache Guy flags him down. Yo, need a huge favor. Prayer hands. Help us get to the border? Lin acts clueless. Why? You got a guard right there. Guard gets salty. I heard about ... Your mad skills. We're going the same way, so quit whining. Lin smirks. The ... guard, single coats. Estone seals it. These aren't peasants. Total nobles LARPing as commoners. Lin digs out the crumpled note he looted from that dead redhead. He slaps it on the table. Yeah, hard pass on your offer. It's a bounty poster. Dead ringer for Mr. Mustache there. The name's Roken Allen. Rogue mage, worth 100 grand. wanted alive for mutiny. Bandit boss was keeping tabs on you. Lin does some quick mental math. Earth and Gaia merge in roughly 1 year. Interdimensional shopping sprees should kick off 6 months after contact, just like in his past life. Back then, he only visited after the drama died down. But he knows all the history spoilers happening right now. Right now, they're chilling in a tiny village called Ron, down in the southeast corner of Rick. If memory serves, a rebellion is brewing right about now. He grins, totally loving the chaos. He figures this crew is right in the thick of it. Alan stands up. Is that the only copy you got? Yep. Alan immediately drops to his knees. Take me for the cash. Just let the ladies cross the border. The girls look totally freaked out by that. Before they can argue, Liam jumps up from his chair. You guys think I'm stupid or something? This whole setup is sketchy, especially wifey over there. Pretty sure that's actually Princess Lena, last royal standing, who ditched the coup. That guess totally rattles Alan and the crew. The guard recovers his cool fast. He steps in front of her. Stay back, Your Highness. He glares at Liam. One more step, and it's over. Sword slashes down. Liam blocks it with a butter knife. The guy keeps coming with a crazy combo, but Liam deflects it like it's nothing. You're old and hurt. Otherwise, I'd be worried. Liam sidesteps, sweeps the leg, and drops him. Lame performance, dude. He asks to talk, but Alan panics and charges a fireball. Come closer, and I toast this entire building. Lily just slurps up the fireball, mouthful of sandwich. She yells at Alan for ruining lunch and looks at Jensen. Jensen has no clue, but nods anyway. Liam walks up and smacks Alan across the room like a fly. Hope that would chill everyone out so we can chat. Suddenly, the village chief busts in, waving a sword around. He screams, "I to see if Liam helped. Won't let you hurt the princess." Charges in. I was a night before this chief gig. I'll totally die for her. Liam sidesteps, taps the chief's mana porn with 2 fingers. Boo. Dude drops instantly. Liam steps past him. Chill. Princess, just listen. Alan yells, run from that ugly creep. Alan swears Liam won't take her while he's breathing. Liam gives a snarky smile. Oh yeah, what? ... You gonna do, if I just grab her right now? Stop. Princess drops her head. Knew this day would come. Hood off. Fine, I'll go with ... Lin. Just let the others go. The boys protest, but she's firm. Take me away. Now. Lin drops Alan's size. Seriously. Why you making me the bad guy? Never said I was gonna hurt anyone. Jeez. You selling us to rebels? No. Then let's chat. Offers a hand truce. Lin eyes it. Nothing's free. She yanks back. Asterisk knew it. Greedy jerk. Throws her cloak in Lin's face, blinded. Then attacks. Lin dodges. Grabs air. She teleports behind him. He spins around, totally surprised by her moves. She spams that same glitchy move to snag Lily as a meat shield. Blade at her throat. She screams at Lin to drop the loot, or the girl gets it. Lin pauses like, whoa, they're princess. Don't do anything stupid. Junshin zero chill. Just tells Lily he saved the snacks. Priorities. Lily goes full Karen, screaming at the princess for ruining her feast. The princess, totally confused, yells at Lily to quit squirming. But before she can react, Lily pops her shield and yeets the princess away. While her highness stumbles, Lily sprints back to stuff her face. Saying her dizzy, Lin strolls up like, you done ya? Surrender. She cuts him off by spamming a shower of knives at his face. Lin dodges, goes stealth mode, and teleports right in front of her. He grabs her face and starts peeling off her fake mask thingy. She's screaming, but Lin's like, gotta check the ID. Mask off. Boom. Hafelf. Probably that Princess Lena chick. Lin smirks and jabs one of her mana buttons. Tells her to take a chill pill. She goes out cold. The simps rush in screaming. Lin sighs and freezes them with quick taps. Turns to the squad, like I literally told them to stay put. Then asks if they can help lug these sleep. Mouthful, Lily mumbles for him to wait a sec so she can finish eating. A bit later, the princess finally reboots. Alan and his buddy are totally freaking out, realizing they're trussed up like turkeys. The princess mumbles that they are basically toast now. She glares at Lin, who's chilling in front of him, and goes, so, what's the play? Genius? Turns out this girl is Princess Lena, legit royalty and granddaughter of a big shot elf elder. Lin, being a fancy half-elf noble himself, knows from his past life she's doomed to die, kicking off a super messy war. And yeah, he isn't vibing with that apocalypse scenario. He flashes 3 fingers. Option 1. I sell you to the rebels. Easy cash. Option 2. We split up and pretend this awkward hangout never happened. Alan panics, yelling that he'll pay whatever just to get out of there. Lin, dude, if I wanted your wallet, I would have swiped it while you were Option 3. Lin grins. I personally taxi you guys to the elf forest. Alan and the guard drop their jaws, asking why he'd be so nice. Lin smirks, going that way anyway. But hey, no free lunches. You gotta hook me up with your grandma. That's the price. The princess looks super sketchy about it. Having an OP bodyguard like Lin is awesome, but she thinks he is totally sus. Squinting hard, she asks, "Why the obsession with my Gran? Try anything funny, and you'll regret it." Lin rolls his eyes. "If I wanted drama, I wouldn't be offering to help." Okay. His bluntness hits her like a truck, shutting her up instantly. Why she buffers. Lin recalls the real reason they hit up Gaia. Finding Lily's folks, but snagging loot and playing Alina like a fiddle works too. 2 birds, 1 stone. He smiles, claiming he just needs to set up a VIP meeting on the continent. There's this ancient guy, been around forever, Abrases, the wise dragon. Legend says he's basically a walking encyclopedia of magic. Lin figures if anyone can explain the glitchy watch on his wrists causing this time loop, it's that lizard. Problem is, only an elf boss can find him. Lin raises a brow. So, is my ask really that wild? She sighs. Even if Gran says yes, the dragon might ghost you. Lin shrugs it off and says, "Just get me in the door. I'll handle the rest." Deal sealed. Next morning, the road trip kicks off. Inside, Alan geeks out over the AC, folding chairs, and magic mirrors. Lin just stares ahead, looking salty. "Zip it," he hisses at Alan. "Don't wake the kiddos." Alan whispers, "Sorry." Outside, Leonard handles the reins. Lin eyes the driver. "You good, bro? You were poisoned like 5 minutes ago. We can swap later," Lin offers, letting them figure it out. Back inside, Alina pouts, with arms crossed, giving everyone the silent treatment. Lin looks over and drops the rules on her again. No VIP treatment here. Do exactly what Lin says. 0 questions. And he's keeping her fancy seal hostage. Till they hit the elf woods. Alina stays quiet. Joke's on him, she has the real seal. Even her bodyguards are totally clueless about it. But Lin somehow hacked the truth out anyway. Sitting there, Lin asks her plan. Alina says she's getting her seal back. Lin's like, "Bro, I don't even want to keep it." She swears she'll rally the troops, wreck the traitors, and take back her turf. Lin warns that big ego trip just means war. "You do you," he says, "but chasing revenge is gonna ruin your best years." He grins. Just some advice from an old geezer. Alina eyes him, calling him a lazy dreamer. He shrugs. It's a lifestyle. Sun shines, then the carriage brakes hard. Alina freaks out. Lin senses they're totally busted. Leonard confirms it's Hamilton's goon squad chasing them. Lily, half asleep, mumbles about breakfast. Lin tells Jung Shin to kill the Horsuza. Stop them. Horses acting up. Lin says they'll reboot soon. Tells Leonard to chill inside. A mob of armed warriors surrounds the ride. Some guy steps up, faking friendship, asking if the half-elf is inside. Leonard recognizes a snake and calls him a traitor. It's Viscount Monty. Actually, it's Count now, he brags. He mocks Leonard's hero rep, laughing that a guy with no master rank got so much hype. He shouts out that he's Solo and Leonard, so knights, back off. Leo tries magic, but Monty slaps it and stabs him fast. Monty aims to end it, but Lin jumps in. He snips Monty's statue, confusing him. Lin tells the mage, "Grab Leo, hit the car, use the pricey potion." Monty rages and calls Lin a total loser. He vows to slice his soul. Lin yawns, "I can do that too." Monty gasps, "No kid should be this Swords clash. Lin roasts his style while blocking easy. Monty screams, threat. Lin chills, thinking about his gains from training with Bick in the Emperor's logs. Lin leveled up, but beating this count needs more than skill. Monty teases Lin for running away. "Just warming up," Lin says, dashing in for a smack. Monty attacks a ghost image in a rage. He calls Lin chicken. Lin cuts his statue again. He freaks. Monty yells, "Attack the ride. Kill all but the princess." Jung Shin mounts up. He calls Solo as a giant bot appears. Knights freeze. Jung Shin says he's got this covered. The bot goes ham, tossing noobs aside. Lin is still dueling Monty. Dude won't quit. Lin's like, "Bro, get your head in the game." Monty rages hard, popping a demon aura. Lin knows what is up. He spots the cursed blade. Monty grins. "You are toast, kid." He trolls Lin. "Think you can handle this bad boy?" As Monty glows red all oval, Lin stays chill. "I got this." Monty glares. "Quit running, you chicken." Lin blocks. Uh-oh. His sword is cracking. Boom. Dark energy blows up eating Lin backward. He hacks up blood, gasping for air. Monty struts up, laughing at the epic fail. Lily steps in, blasting fireballs. "Back off. Dude just eats the fire with his sword." "Cheat much?" Robopal pops up. "Danger level high. Do not engage." Jung Shin hangs back, watching the show. Monty faces Lin, hyped for a real throwdown. He mocks the kid stuff. "Stop stalling and fight." Lin's fist tightens, eyes flashing. It is go time. Time for a real cheat code. He rushes in to kill. Bam! He throws a punch that rips the air apart. Alina is worried sick. Lily is grinning like a massive trench rips open at his feet. Yeah! First test, run. He caps the power at 25%. Even nerf it, the thing is absolutely broken. Sword glows, totally pristine, not even a scratch. That durability score is off the charts. He recalls a legendary cursed blade named Salad. Visions of gore and lost souls. Great stats, high cost. The guy wielding it goes totally psycho from the dark vibe. Passed around like a curse, ruining everyone who touches it. Lin eyes it. Yep, he knows exactly what that is. Last seen during the big war, ages ago. Best stats in the game, but using it is sketchy. Even selling it feels dirty, like soul-staining dirty. Road trip time. Lin thinks about swapping it for holy gear. Leonard looks away and asks, "Yo, how far to the line?" Randall is close, Lin says, but we need a pass. Border is 3 days out from there. Leonard nods, looking grim. Might not make it. Princess begs him to stay. Old guy just sighs. Magic cannot fix this old engine, he admits. Alina smiles. Just having you here helps, okay? She says, quit the weak talk. Lin reads a book to kill time. Asked what it is, he shrugs. Just noise. Leo and Alina look. Leo asks nicely for a favor. Lin slams the book, ignoring him. Leo pushes. Help us win. Get cash. Titles. Whatever. But Lin says that he'll only trust them if they pay up now. The mage sits by Leo, shaking at the thought of the trip. Leo thinks of long rides and his old war wins. Hailed as a hero, bound to master the blade. Now he's crushed. Can't save the princess. He looks down. Lin just stares out the window, telling Leo, heard you. But no. The ride stops at Randall Fortress. Torches glow. Lin says only he, Lily, and Alina go inside. Others stay. Alan whines, scared for the girl. Lin asks, how can I trust you with her? Seeing Lin stop stupid moves, Alan tries to defend. But Lin snaps. Remember, kidnapping that baby? She says, chill. It's fine. She's going. They dash fast over the fortress rooftops. Leon leads Lily and the princess. Alina wants to shop. Leon's like, no, focus first. Alina, Gagzu, what is that funky smell? She begs to bounce. Leon's like, chill. That's just city stink. Folks chilling on dirt. Kids playing on trash cans. How does anyone survive this dump? The princess asks. Local guy snaps. You clueless palace. Kids know nothing. She just doesn't get that being broke is real life here. They hit a dive bar. Bartender asks, beers? Lion slides a coin. Nah, intel on the guild. Guy squints. Real gold? Thugs in the back flash their blades. Ready to mug. Lily glances at Lion. He gives the nod. Jackpot found the right spot. Fire chains roast the bandits. Mages. They scream. Leon ignores him. Guy panics. What do you want? Daniel lead the way. Pops. Leon school. Just need a pass and some juicy info. Sits with a bald dude. Where are you headed? Checking the pass. Leon gives a death stare. Kingdom of Teru? How fast do you need this? The man asks. Basement is huge. Who knew? Coin bag hits the table with a thud. Usually, 1 week, a man says. But for a mage and 5 servants, 2 days. Lily. Princess stared at him like, seriously. He figured she snagged the night's loot. So cashes, whatever. Dude swears. He'll provide top-tier service. Baldy shuts his eyes, hearing Leon hunt a one-armed goblin mask. Guy hides a hand, claiming he knows some tea. Gotta check the files first. Apparently, Leon eyes them, suspecting they're hiding info. Night hits the town as Leon and crew get told to visit the Thieves Guild HQ for answers. Leon shrugs. Whatever. Take us anywhere. Bald Bandit thinks Mage Leon is totally bluffing. Plan. Ditch them fast. Steal Leon's gold. Classic. Cloaked guy halts at a bloody gate. Creepy. Leon knows non-thieves never find this place. Outsiders enter, but never leave. Means the loot stash must be insane. Leon asks Lily if her feet are killing her. No, she lies. Then admits she's starving. He tosses her a snack. Eat up. Lily blushes, munching happily to chill out. Chairs line the room behind Baldy. The bandit says, wait here for the intel. Leon smells a trap. We walked miles to wait. He yells for speed. Guy hits a wall. Giant cage drops. They're toast. Princess screams. We've been played. Gripping the bars. Thief boss Gold Mary steps up, arms crossed. Leon wonders if Goblin Mask is big enough to involve her. Baldy denies knowing Alina, but Leon says, ignore her. She's crazy. Gold Mary claims. New intel proves she's totally Princess Alina. She's shocked. You look different than I recall. She tells her. Minions to leak info and expose her real look. Alina's like, that's not true. Leon asks, know a Goblin Mask guy or orc? Mary thinks Leon's sketchy for hunting masks. Who are you really? She asks. Leon steps up. I'm paying. Stop asking. He mocks their service. Mary snaps her fingers. A magic seal locks their powers. Glowing barrier overhead kills the magic. Leon's mad he missed it. Alina goes, humans can't break that. Goons guard, Gold Mary, vibes are tense. Why do you want the goblin mask? Lin, she yells. Lin reaches into his coat. Say hello to my little friend. Looking for this? He flashes Zeus. The OG blaster? Bam! She drops. Robed dudes rush in. Alina freaks. Duck and cover. Lin orders. Lily nods. Way ahead of you. Zeus is hungry. Blasting from the cage. You guys are toast. Goldmar bleeds out. You're trapped, she snarls. I'll kill you. Lin grips his sword. You going somewhere? Blade glows. No mana, whatever. I'll slice these bars like butter. Gold Mary sits up. Shook? You actually I just wanted to pass. He smirks. My turn to ask. Lin leans in. Where is the mask? Outside. Alan's pacing. Sun's up. Where are they? Kaboom. Explosion out back. Run to the city. Alan screams. Then Lin strolls up. Princess Alan gasps. Thank goodness you made it? But, the city's on fire? Lin grins. How to burn the evidence? What's in the bags? Just gifts. Lin shrugs. Emerald staff, honeyed roots, magic blueprints, and bling. A shadow bracelet. Time for a makeover with that persona necklace. Liam drops the bags. Got the goods, guys. Great loot. But he sighs, looking totally bummed. Wasted so much time, and wow. Goldmar's she yells. Don't diss them. They're my masters. She's following them like a total zombie, clueless about the bosses. Liam grabs a glowing orb. It's a shady, magical pager used by crooks. Kids are out cold. Liam's head is spinning though. He dreams of a castle stacked with gold coins. And thinks who spends this much on weird experiments. If he's off, then the villain has gotta be some super huge, powerful gang. Just wanted the mask. But this drama is way bigger. He spots snoozing. Lily. Wait, they want her? She escaped. Maybe he lets them chase her. Ahead, crazy tall mountains in the Rixwa, stuck in the deepest cracks of the land. This old Wa kept beasts out for ages. Liam pops the map open. Here's the play. Jump the wall, then run for the elves. Trekking the northern woods to hit Teru and find Lily's mom. Her Highness and the muscle crew look totally stressed out at Liam. He's all, why the doom and gloom? We're practically there, guys. Leo asks if Leon's lost his marbles with this crazy scheme. Leon's just like, we're gonna smash through the gate. Fast. No official pass means we gotta crash the party. It's our only play. Leo facepalms. Warning Leanne, he doesn't know the boss here. Leanne stares ahead. Oh, I know. Count Goken. Black Lion boss. Monster Slayer. Total sword genius. Leo gets Lion's ego trip since he clapped Count Monty. But warns Goken is cracked. Like, number 1. Sword swinger alive. Princess Alina looks down, voice dropping, and totally bitter. When Orman flipped the script, Goken stood up for us. Then he ghosted the war, claiming the wall needed babysitting. She bets Goken guards the spot 'cause he's hiding something super important. At the gate, folks line up by rank, begging for entry pass. 6 gates total, but only VIPs get the mega-sized doors. Princess spots a dude nearby roasting the dumb, strict rules. Will the world end if a nobody uses the fancy gate? Alina touches the glass. She used to think inequality was normal. Now she worries about regular peeps crushed by war, losing their pads, and freedom. Eyes shut, she prays for a shot to fix this messy world. Leonard and Alan swear they'll make that happen for her. Even if Manhart rages, they'll smash a hole in that wall. Leanne steps back while Alina gives a silent thanks, guys. Leanne keeps it simple. Jock the driver grips the reins. Drev, Leanne says. Jock nods. All right, showtime people. Guard puts a hand up. Halt. Who are you clowns? Soldiers pull their blades. Ready to throw down? Masked Leanne steps up. Chill. We're headed to Teru Kingdom. He knows this will bait a real soul-hunting goblin. Boom. Gun aimed. Shot fired. Scream hits. Alarms go crazy. Leanne yells at Jock. Floor it. Go. Go. The carriage zooms. Meanwhile, 2 squads stare each other down. Count Goken and his scary scarred pal get a royal order. He scoffs. Sorry. Say that garbage again. Suit guy yells. Kneel. Goken gives him the death stare. Nope, he says. Never saw that guy as my boss. If he's got beef, tell him to say it to my face. He rips the paper and shoves the old dude away hard. Up on a balcony, Garrick scans the land below. A tanky guard asks about the princess. Garrick replies, ice cold. She bailed. End her. The soldier nods. You got it. Garrick reads the note. Some mystery tough guy is hiding in this tiny town. He looks away. Carriage zooms by. Masked Liam has his sword ready. Lip bleeding. He takes a hit but keeps swinging. He checks the map. Lion Fortress. It's a double wall setup. Another one's a mile up. Plan. Go fast. Lily blocks arrows with her shield. Liam stays alert, sensing trouble coming, while mages attack. But Alan's shield blocks it all. The carriage races through the total chaos. Blast the wall, Lily. Fire lights up her hands. Uh-oh. Liam feels a scary vibe incoming. Keep going. Liam yells, clashing with Garrick. Scarface is shocked. Liam isn't dead yet. Liam blocks, but his hand's shaken a bit. This guy's strength is totally insane. Garrick grins. You for real, kid? The boss says, have fun, gripping his blade tight. Liam curses, barely blocking a massive hit. Masked hero watches, sweating bullets. Garrick's a total battle freak. No mercy at all. Dude's got the crazy eyes of a psycho. Scarface grins like a maniac in this duel. Masked hero runs the numbers. Garrick is totally jacked. Sure, but Liam figures he's got the speed advantage. Garrick reaches out, leaving his side wide open. Rookie mistake. Liam pounces, sword ready. Garrick just smirks. Well, this is fun. He swings, noting Liam's blade has seen real action, just like his. So, he basically dares Liam to bring it on. Liam preps a strike. You really curious? 'Cause this is gonna stick. His fist glows blue. Then boom, a flashy strike explodes. Using like 25% power, his sword scrapes the dirt. Garrick blocks two-handed and says, with surprising honesty, that thanks to Liam, he feels alive again. Guard up. Liam shoots back. Total bummer. He was aiming for dead, rather than alive. The boss charges. You started this mess. You gotta finish it. Liam saws. Is this guy completely nuts? He hates pointless drama. The carriage should be safe by now anyway. Time to dip. Suddenly, Liam looks up, confused. Lily yells, floating there, looking smug. I'm here to save your butt. Liam freaks. Why return? I'm risking it all to buy you time. Lily drops in. Next to Liam. Can't ditch a pal. Zeke talked trash. Squad's back. Oh, look. A ride? Alan checks Liam. Princess ghosts. We don't bail on friends. Lynn mumbles. Why is it so quiet? Sees knights everywhere. Totally surrounded. Yikes. Worst part, gotta fight Kale. Lynn readies sword. YOLO. Let's go. To escape, someone might get deleted. Lynn just stands there. Frozen. Boss lolls loud, clutching his head. Why funny? Just curious about roof runs, he says. Asks why Lynn hasn't unalived anyone. With his hacks, he'd nuke a wall fast. Kale gets serious. Think we're scrubs? Blondie appears. Client's orders. Chill. Kale squints. Mastalina stays. Lynn. Princess hired me. No hurting peeps. Easy peasy. Boss steps up. They still want to throw hands. Shockingly, Kale calls it quits. Offers a pass. Just crash here tonight. Sweaty Lynn goes, wait, for real. Dinner time. Turns out, Kale stands, strong fighters. Rumor has it, he even fed Earth heroes passing through. Lynn toasts. Weird spot for me to be. Heard Kale gifts fighters. He digs. Kale eyes Lynn. You look like a kid, but got tier skills. Lynn shrugs. Babyface. Ancient XP. Bottles. Pop. Kale's curious. You ain't local. Asks about his sword school. Lynn thinks back, realizing the Kale clans guarded the wall forever. Lynn asks why Kale loves the outside, but won't go see it. Kale shuts eyes. Duty first fam. Tells Lynn to finish the tea. Lynn spills about the lake blackout. Alina speaks up. Stop faking. You know me. Boss scratches ear. Just an itch. Swear. Alina rages. You chicken. Bink. Scared since you failed the big boss. Kale looks scary now. If Lynn hadn't stepped in, I'd have ended you. You better be glad you're breathing. Princess fists clench. Listen up. I am Alina Lionheart, the legit heir here. She tells Kel, you're a wall knight. Remember your promise? Kale grins. You've got more guts than your dad. Blondie snaps back. Don't you dare trash him. Kale laughs. He was a wimp scared of his own power. Lynn yawns. This convo is absolute Lena argues back. Gokun claims ghosting the war was a pro move. If he left the wall, unguarded invaders would swarm in. Your dad wasn't worth the risk. Stay out of here, girl. Or else. But Lena isn't budging. I'm coming back to wreck traders and take my crown. Gokun doubts her. Lena says, just watch me. She lists the battles, fallen heroes, and suffering citizens. She swears she'll fix the whole system. First rule coming up. Open the 6 gates and trash the class ranking. Gokun squints. Do you think I'm gonna let that slide? Lena doesn't blink. Empress's orders. Buddy. While tension spikes, Lynn just looks for a nap spot. Gokun chuckles while the wall crew gets back to work. Guy claims it's urgent, but they tell him to cool his jets and wait. Gokun strolls the wall, telling the Oraman mutts to sit tight for a bit. When asked what the plan for the princess, he just shrugs. Wait and see. Someday, they'll crash into each other here again. Cut to the sunny mountains. A voice goes. Finally, here, an elf steps up, doing the whole hand-on-heart salute thing. Says he's Garrett, some nerd researcher from Cypher Forest. Claims the big boss elder sent him as their personal Uber. Liam chills behind Lena, who's begging to see her granny, ASAP. Liam thinks about elf psychic powers and breathes easy. Safe to enter? Nope. An elf blocks Liam, asking about demon vibes. Liam blinks, totally confused. Say what now? By the carriage, the elf explains he's picking up bad juju, so Liam's banned. Total bummer. Liam wonders if elves just have beef with humans. Garrett points at the blade. Yep, that's a demon sword. Bro. Liam admits it's as bad and offers to stash the weapon. Problem solved, Liam says. Elf goes, nope, not cool. Elf eyes the sword, calling Liam a straight-up demon. Lily gasps, totally freaked out by the drama. Lily slides up, like, what you're doing? Garant flips out, screaming she's Satan's spawn. Panicking, the girl stares ahead and begs, no way, you got it all wrong. But the elf senses bad vibes, claiming she's radiating major evil energy. He claims she's hiding a killer instinct, calling her totally gross. Lynn steps up behind Garrett, telling him to chill out. Garrett calls Lynn clueless, asking if he knows who he's guarding. Then the elf aims his blade right at Lee. Lynn, totally chill, says, yeah, he gets it, so Garrett needs to quit it. He says even if she looks like just a normal kid, inside she's been through a demon ritual. Garrett cringes, insisting the girl's gotta go, like, right now. As he winds up, Lynn blocks him, asking if he hears how crazy he sounds. Totally losing it, Liam punches the elf. Nerdin warns him to zip it for good. The elves behind Garen pull weapons near the kid, yelling at Liam to move. They ask why he hit their pal, but Liam stays chill and quiet. Dark vibes start to leak from Liam as he tells them to warn the big boss. They ain't allowed in the elf woods. He says if she doesn't show in 2 days, he'll torch the whole place. Liam tells the mage to crash in the ride if he's sleepy. The mage says he's all good. Liam sits by Alan, who says he's too ashamed to look at Lily. He thinks the demon ritual talk is wild, since it kills grown men. 9 out of 10 don't make it. Liam listens close, noting Alan seems pretty clueless. Alan says he read a book on it. Only top wizards can do that ritual. He adds that it costs a ton of cash and magic stuff. Plus, the pain is totally insane. Barely anyone lives. Liam's fists clench, vowing to wreck the masked creep who did it. Later by the fire, Liam cuts the chat, telling everyone to catch Z's. Lily hugs her plushie, telling Liam she can't sleep. He says swap spots with the mage to get cozy. Clouds pass as Lily sits by the fire, asking Liam if she'll turn into a demon. Liam sits opposite, honestly telling Lily he has no clue. Den asks, what if her mom hates her guts? Liam pauses, mouth open, before talking. He teases that she's a total imp because she never listens, eats tons, and is moody. Lily stares, wanting more, so he goes on. He admits he was the same back then, ignoring everyone. He skipped studying just to hang with friends. His folks prob thought he was a devil too. Lily squeezes her toy as Liam says her mom's likely just as worried as his folks were. Lily nods, saying her mom's pretty much the same. In the clearing, Lily's like, let's all be roomies later. Liam cracks up. You trying to ruin my bachelor life? I got plans, kid. He jokes. He'll get a pad near the guild just for them. Where are you gonna sleep? She asks, snuggling up. So clingy, he sighs, chilling on the grass. Liam hears footsteps. Boom. Blonde elf pops up out of nowhere. Liam's radar was up, but he still shook. Didn't sense her at all. Like a ghost? Sweating, Liam realizes only one elf is this Hi elder, he guesses. You got it? She heard her kids were acting like total jerks to him and apologizes. Hand over heart. She thanks him for saving her grandkid's life. Liam stands up. Apologize to the kid. Not me. Then he brings up Lena, asking if she knows the deal he made. She's already pinged the dragon about it. Liam asks for news. She says the text hasn't come back yet. Might take days. Liam thinks about checking proof. The shadow guy asks if they want to hang tight for the dragon's reply. Buildings pop up. Welcome to Cyprus. Elf HQ. She says. She looks away, totally bummed about Lily's sad fate. The ride vibes with dark energy cause Gramps wants to scrub the demon junk off Lily. Scared the kid might turn into a total disaster. Elves mob the ride, freaking out over the evil swords vibe, asking why the boss brought such sketchy trash here. Right then, Alina grins huge and sprints over. Stoked everyone, made it alive. Alan zooms to her, all hype. Liam nods, glad she's chilling. Alina confesses, she felt weird, not tagging along. Liam says some chick came with butt vanished into thin air. Alina says Lena got worse, so she stayed to babysit him. Liam's like, we gotta visit him when we're free. He tosses Alina a sealed package. She clocks it, clasps hands, and yells, deal done, swearing she'll pay him back, big. Liam smirks, flashing the cash she gave, and tells her to use her brain this coming year. Maybe let the Stone Guild own the magic market or something. Alina asks if he'll swing by next year. Liam gets serious, like maybe She's pumped and vows to crush her goals by then. She daydreams about high fives and using the royal stamp to dig up old fam junk and team up with the 6 elf crews. When she gets the big boss's thumbs up back in the city, she's totally set. Liam's like, so, what's the actual game plan? Alina smirks. Did I promise deets? Nope. Meanwhile, Lily steals herself. Let's do this. Granny sits close. Gonna hurt like crazy kid, but you'll be Gucci after. Lily's chill. I ain't scared. She knows pain. The old lady nods. Impressed. Liam pops up. We good to go. Elder nods. Liam whips out a holy sword for the magic mojo. By the holy pool. It starts. Elsewhere, some dude creeps on a dungeon cell. Gordon holds a glowy orb thingy, saying the guy's lucky he's not dead yet. The orb shows the squad. Lily looks like she's casting something wicked. Dark-haired dude gasps. Wait, that's the fire kid. Someone confirms. Yep, she's the one who got away. Masked Alan and Liam walk. The guy rages, remembering how he became a lab rat, clinging to the bars he hears. Last shot, but he shaken. He grabs a red mask. Fix your mess. Liam and Elfie watch. Lily wade in. Elf Granny throws hands up and starts chanting. Green magic swirls around her fingers. Magic circle traps Lily. Water goes up. BAM. Red energy explodes. She screams. Monica's stressing out. She knew it'd be bad, but whoa, that's intense. Demon vibes pour off Lily. Monica's like, hold on, this is gonna be rough. Darkness spews from her gut while she red mana cloud pops out, sounding like a nightmare. Elfie drops, wheezing. Do something, quick. Lynn steps up, blocking Lily. Elf yells, beat her inner demon to break the curse. The red glop turns into a giant bug monster. Lynn powers up, blue mode, jumps back, then flies at the demon. The bug runs away, smoke and red. Lynn cuts through, chasing it down. He's salty. Sick of demons. Lily flops into Monica's arms, shaken. Monica's all soft. You okay? Lily looks away. Where's Lynn? She feels his rage while he fights. Monica explains. He's mad 'cause you got hurt. That's love. Lily stays quiet. Happy. She means that much to him. Back in the fight, Lynn's panting at the hurt demon. It's weak and slow, but still tries to bail. Two-handing his sword, Lynn blasts autumn energy. Heaven-shattering move, memorized perfectly. The demon lunges. Lynn counters with divine sword 1. Then he hits him with heaven's vengeance. The light's blinding. Dust clears. And Lynn standing, barely winning. He's shaken like a leaf, totally wiped, and aching everywhere. His sword snaps and turns to dust. Now he gets why those moves are banned for noobs below Agon level. Looking down, he sees a shiny rock in the dirt Damon core. Saw that coming. He grabs his evil blade and smashes the core. Red gunk flows into the sword, giving it a glow. Lynn nods at the upgrade. Lily runs over and squeezes the life out of him. Lynn's like, ouch, chill, and asks her to let go. She jokes, asking if he's done whining. He pats her head, feeling lighter. Later, Cabin vibes Lynn's meditating on the fight. He lets the leftover pain burn to move straight into his soul. Skipping potions so his body can toughen up naturally. Inside hurts are fixing themselves too. Monica brings grub, asking you good. Lynn thanks her for the TLC. Then asks about the kiddo. Monica says the baptism funk is there, but she'll bounce back fast. In the magic tree, Lily's eating like a horse. Lynn just says she's always been a bottomless pit. Food, gone. Tray down. He thanks the elf for the assist. Monica says it's payback for saving her grandkid, Alina. Lynn says the princess deal is separate and insists on paying her back his way. Monica tells him to just focus on getting buff, smiling that she doesn't want squat back. Lynn steps up to scout the foggy woods for her. Monica freaks out that he knows, but he just shrugs walls, have ears. Right? Then it hits him. That creepy mist is totally deadly to elves, but harmless for everyone else. With the elf's voice booming around them, he smirks and says he's taken this one. She sighs, saying if he's not joking, she'll draw up the paperwork and a fat page. Lynn waves it off. He's just returning a favor, not looking for a handout. Meanwhile, Leonard's vibing with the scenery until Lynn rolls up to check on him. Leonard grins, mentioning the princess wouldn't shut up about him wrecking that demon. He spots the book in Lynn's grip and chuckles. Seriously, you're reading that thing again? Lynn flips a page. Yeah, the author's got a massive ego, but the tips are solid. Leonard's mind drifts back to that brawl on the border. He gave it everything he had, only to realize he's got a hard cap on his skills. He wonders if things would be different if he'd figured this out a year or 3 ago. Staring up at the massive cliff face, Leonard gets a bit philosophical. There's a whole other level of swordplay waiting on the other side of that peak. He used to think he could just smash through limits and become a legend. Lynn keeps his nose buried in that ancient martial arts manual. He reads aloud with a straight face, even if you feel drained, and your mana tank hits 0, ... and you look more like a walking zombie than a living person. The old guy next to him perks up. Wait, what's that supposed to mean? Ignoring him, Lin reads on about a rookie's first near-death scrape and forgetting his motivation. Bro just wanted to get gut at fighting. Literally, nothing else mattered. Leo Kachas feels and starts bawling his eyes out. He's like, different worlds, same vibe. I totally get you, man. Then Leo begs to see some sick sword moves. Lin stands, draws his blade. I'm trash, but watch this. He lies. Eyes up. Lin strikes a pose, and just freezes. Then, boom. He starts slicing air like a fruit ninja pro. Leo grabs a stick, copycats him, and boom glow up. Literally, glowing. Lin blocks the glare. Welp, guess, I gotta level up now. Peeping Leo, flexing with that sword. Lin Joss, admits the dude's not an old geezer anymore. Cut to spooky fog forest. Leo hacks at the fog, screaming, come get some. Zero, chill. Lin's like, you want monsters? 'Cause that's how you get monsters. Leo's cocky though. My aura blades got this. Easy clap. Lin chills on a log. More walking equals more fog. Yay, Alan agrees it's quiet but wishes they had a golem bodyguard. Lin gets flashbacks of shin camping by a tree, refusing to budge till his GF wakes up. Simp behavior. Rumor has it this fog annoys elves just as much as goblins. Lin nods. Clear the fog, stay alive. Simple math. Leo thinks elves will love M for it. Alan's down for the Lin nods, like yeah, totally planned that. He's daydreaming about a treehouse retirement. Cozy vibes only. Alan Saul, you work so hard for the princess. What a Chad. Leo says, thanks. Lin's confused. Wait, who mentioned the princess? Lin's spidey senses tingle. Heads up. Bad guys incoming. Leo rushes in. Lin thinks, wow, convenient plot twist. Leo faces a Frankenstein-looking reject. Gross. Lin tells Alan, it's an elf. Aim for the chest bling. That's the weak spot. He leaves the weirdos to them and goes for the big boss. Spots, shadows, figures out the fog source, and boom black-haired elf. Lin realizes this might be Archmage Drizz's work, guarding this misty mess called more. She shoots fire immediately. Rude. Lin dodges and rushes her. 3 elemental arrows coming in hot. Lin swats away. Then green magic blast from behind. He pops a shield just in time. Blocked. He sighed. Arg is way better than the knockoffs. Flashback. Maria is a doll made to look like creepy. Drama from thousands of years ago. Ancient history. Some super dudes deleted her ages ago. Instructions leaked. Copies everywhere, but they're all mid compared to her. Capturing her is gonna suck, but he goes ghost mode anyway. Maria is shook. Where'd he go? He teleports behind Herba. She tries to swing back but flops. Lin smashes right into the magic gems embedded in her skin. Looking down at the beaten elf, Lin has to admit she put up a real fight. Alan and Leonard wrap up their fight, with Leo realizing the creepy doll was the issue. He asks if Lin's actually taking her along. Lin nods she's too rare to just leave in the dirt. Lin suggests they swing by the Guardian's place once they're done here. The squad makes their way to the Archmage's wooden shack. Looks like a shed from the street, but the basement is packed with epic loot. Alan dives into the shelves, totally geeking out over rare herbs and lost scrolls. Lin tells him to chill out. They just need the key items. Lin cracks open a small box on the desk. Inside is the mage's runner-up prize, a bunch of elemental spirits. They zoom out and start circling him like excited puppies. Lin figures they could be useful, just as they beg to tag along with him. Lin says yes but jokes about charging rent, and they happily fuse into his hand. He looks normal, but feels the boost. Leonard blinks. Okay, what just happened? Lin shrugs it off and tells them to just grab the gear and go. Next up, they smash the fog spell. Night hits, and the mist finally clears out. As they trek through the woods, Leonard notices how crisp the air has gotten. Suddenly, Lin freezes. The purple orb in his hand is acting He signals for silence, covering his mouth and warning everyone to back off and shut up. The orb lights up, projecting a creep in a goblin mask. Lin frowns, having zero clue who this weirdo is. The voice demands his identity and screams, "Where is Goldmar?" Lin just rolls his eyes, getting totally annoyed. Is this the dude that lady eyes on the orb? Mask guy squints. What did Goldmar spill about me? Lin snaps back at the glowy ball. Names, Anzar. Rep the Randall Thieves Guild. Goldmar sent me, hunting the guys who trashed our H. He adds, they bailed across the border in that last steel ride. Goblin Mask doubts it. That ride? For real. Lin nods, detailing the weird build super rare pulled by a giant iron horse. Hearing that, the guy in the mask recalls the guild got toasted. Legit intel. Smart move keeping this magic chat open. Then, the orb drops a bomb. You with a redhead? Bingo? Haze hunting. Mask guy speaks up. Where you at? Lin shrugs. Central Mountains. Somewhere. Can't drop a pin though. Rushed out mapless, and just booked it. Mask guy gets salty. You know how huge that place is? Despite the salt, He tells Lin to keep chasing and swears he'll check in daily. Lin's like, yeah, about that, ... might be a snag. Confused, the goblin mask asks, say what? Lin squeezes the magic gadget until it starts cracking. Christo got busted in the chase. He lies. Signal's gonna be dead tomorrow. The guy in the goblin mask punches the dirt. What did you just say? He demands to know if there's a backup orb. Lin shrugs. I'm a thief, not a rich kid. Rare loot. Dude. Pockets are empty, he says, faking a sorry face. Mask dude glares at the Junkhwa, wondering if the Peru route was just a decoy. If that whole story was a lie, tracking them is basically impossible. Answer's their only lead on the fire kid now. Mask dude grinds his teeth, deciding the kid has to go, no matter what. He'll alert HQ. This is a total code red. Listen up, he tells Lin, dropping the contact deets. Lin nods, then asks, so, ... who are you anyway? Still don't know your name? Mystery man. In his head, Mask guy fumes. The nerve of this brat. He vows Lin's end will be extra nasty. Mask dude finally speaks. Up. Names, Red Goblin. That's all you get. Lin repeats it. Red Goblin. He crushes the toy. Talk later. Lin wakes more with the mage's spirit ink. Take us to the elf village, ASAP, he says. They arrive An elf runs up, grinning like crazy. You woke my girl. Haven't seen my son in over 100 years? Another lady cheers. Thanks for saving my hubby. Lin waves M off. Cool. Have fun. I need a nap. They heap gifts on him. He has zero clue what they are. While poking at the loot, Monica walks up with a knowing smirk. They're just hype. The curse is gone, she says. Lin sits. I owe you for saving the kid. True. She nods. But you flipped Alina's fate. Lin agrees, realizing that Alina wouldn't be here without him. Monica gets serious. I read Living Souls, she explains. I just watched. But weirdly, I can't see your future. Yet everyone around you changes. Lin looks away. Blames that clock thing. What's Monica think? Just want me to chill here. Elf laughs. Nah, no way. You're good, Lin. Love how you shake things up. Keep changing the game, okay? Lin turns, annoyed. It ain't rocket science. Just do what feels right. Simple. A weird vibe hits him. He grabs the loot. Leaving already? Monica asks. Fate's chasing her. Gotta go flip the script. Monica sits tight, watching him dip. Green vibes. She turns to her pal. So, Bratches, thoughts? Like you said, kid's cool. Worth a rematch. Later, Lin chills. Been in these woods way too long. Dreams of his treetop village, can't leave till he sees it. Moria's there, 1 month max. Then back home. Buzzer. Outside, Lily's perky. Voice booms. Nailed this paint trick. Lin steps out. Solid work. Kid, clean up. I'm packing the gear. Wheels look wrecked. Need a new ride. Someone says. Wizard asks about stacking. Leo sighs. It's full, dude. Hold up, the princess yells. Way more bags. Cumin. When elf passes her fam's brew. It's legendary liquid. Bro, take this magic rock. Another, insist. Lin's like, thanks, but way too much swag. I'll grab it later. Now ditch half the gear. The squad freaks step. We packed that so perfectly. Catch the next part on my new channel right now. Links in the pinned comment. Go click it, bestie.